We're live.
We are live, getting ready to start the little pre-show here for a few minutes. So, come and join us in the sunlight. Oh boy, getting ready. Hello, boys. Trying to encourage everyone to go to the Unsung Dreamers page to watch over there. Hello, Captain, my Captain. Captain, oh, my Captain. Come and join us in the sunlight. So anyways, Captain Dan, encouraging y'all to at some point go to the Unsung Dreamers page. That's where the show is. Sarah just goes live just to kind of help people find their way.
Find your way over to Unsung Dreamers. It's a better show. There's all kinds of good stuff going to happen over there.
This is what Tom Hembry taught us, is the pre-show. So we just hang out for a little bit. We call it the pre-show. I'm going to try something I did last week, except this time I'm just going to play it out here in the room. We're not going to worry about it. So you'll probably be able to hear it this time. And that's what it is right there on my microphone right there.
Everybody on mine, I see 14 or 15 of you over here on mine. Go over to Unsung Dreamers page and watch it from there, because there's a better show going on. There's more fun stuff, all kinds of goodness. Go over there. Go over to Unsung Dreamers page. I know you're watching online. I see a bunch of you over here. Oh, we're jamming out. Little pre-show.
I'm high. What happens when I die? No stop, bring it back. It's time to spit some facts. Polo try to take you away. We can't let that slide. But I want to make it paper. That's what they sound like. What is with this criminal shit? Cops tracking down some new shit. They ask for no one to murder, but get on that, but I smoke the murder. Take it further, where's the harm? I ain't got no damn reason to harm. I ain't got no opium farm. I ain't even got a firearm. Just cause. Don't be shy, this ain't gonna hear. Don't you try to make me quit. Richard Nixon, eat my shit.
Go back to Unsung Dreamers page. You can hear some badass Galactic Thrust right here in the background. All you druggies out there would love this song. We know we got some druggies watching. And you would like this cut.
And I'm dummy when I'm high, butter me up, call me a chicken, cause I'm yummy when I'm fried, yeah. I don't smoke, I just snort that shit straight to the brain. It's my preferred way to take it, and I'm in the market to open up my third eye. Don't ask why, but when I want to fly, get DMT, a try, there ain't a high.
Pre-show, baby. We'll get started here pretty quick. Let's start real close to 7 o'clock.
Like that shit last week, they asked me, why you taking out these drugs and alcohol? Like from the future.
Are you ready? Go grab your drinks. Your drink of preference. Kick back and get ready for the show. I'll tell you that right now. Those of you over here on Tara's page are feeling a little left out that we're not looking at you. It's because we're looking over here. You gotta go to the Unsung Dreamers page to watch the show. It's a better show. Talking suck a dick. Buy a gun, what? Why? Hi? Crack? Up inside my snacks. Grocery store is snack. Just legalize it all. From heroin to bath salts. Just get rid of these laws. Just legalize it all. Look at that right there. The Galactic Thrust record crap. You can go listen to that shit right now on Spotify and all them other streaming shit. That's Collective Trust record crap. It is a fantastic record. Every song. Get ready for the show, peeps. Yeah. I think we're getting ready to get started. Galactic Thrust, do the drugs. Anyway.
What time is it?
It's 7 o'clock. And it's time to start the show.
And it's Thursday, so get your headphones on, get your drinks. If you guys out there haven't gotten a drink, I don't care what you drink. It can be a soda pop. I don't
Grab
care.
you a drink and get on cozy and come on in here and join us. And we'll get going right here, right now. Good morning, Vietnam.
Oh, real subdued today.
Good morning,
Vietnam!
Vietnam! During these uncertain times.
Oh my God, stop.
We're
Stop.
all in this together.
Stop. Just stop.
When the times are uncertain,
It's backwards, but go ahead.
we're all in this together. God, if I could hear one more person talking about the uncertain times. What are we doing here?
I'm trying to have everybody go over to Unsung
Unsung Dreamers. Everyone on Tara's page, go to Unsung Dreamers.
Mm-hmm.
Check us out over there. Unsung Dreamers right here on the old
On the
Facebook,
Facebook.
on the old Fabo. And that's where you'll be able to actually see more action and some more things going on over there. And that's where we're kind of focusing our attention. So that's why this camera over here, you might kind of feel like you're being left out and you're not getting any eye contact.
Because I'm going to tell you that all night long while you're watching over here on my
During
page.
these uncertain times.
We're all in this together.
During these uncertain times.
We're all in this together.
Oh man, just like Bev Polisi stated earlier today, hasn't it always been uncertain times?
It has been.
I mean, isn't it always like uncertain times, like all the time?
Hey, thanks. Tom says the video looks great. Cool. I love it.
Dear Lord, during these uncertain times, life has changed, but things are the same at Sonic. Come get a hot dog.
We're going to do our best to serve you exactly like we always have. That's what I'm
When
saying.
life doesn't seem normal,
Cool.
it's normal at Sonic. Come get drinks for 99 cents before 10 a.m. during these uncertain times.
We're going to do our best to give you more.
Dear Lord, these uncertain times. I got it. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, it's backwards over here, folks, but go over there. Go over there. Over to Unsung Dreamers if you're on my page. So I'm going to keep saying that periodically, but every once in a while I'm just going to hold this guy up and just go over there. Okay? All right, cool.
Little pre-show with Galactic Thrust off of their record Crap.
Crap.
Little song called Do the Drugs. Just having a good time over there. Hey, hi. Hello, Stephanie Cagle. Hello, Gail Fritz. Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday.
Mother's Day.
And we might just break the rules and get together. I'll tell you that right now, motherfuckers. Tom Hembry.
Things are opening up in Springfield anyway. They're kind of, you know.
Per normal. Mark LeBlanc. Been seeing you a lot lately.
Yep.
Head on over to the Unsung Dreamers
I have
page. Stephanie Cagle's comment coming to you right now. There it is. There is Stephanie Cagle.
She says that every time.
week.
I love it. And if you're over on my page and you don't know what's going on, that's why you need to go over to Unsung Dreamers page, because you'll see all this stuff, fun stuff that we're doing, all this technology, all this funness. I went curly today, and I think it's too curly. I don't know.
I went with a hat.
Yeah, we were just called Captain and Tennille a minute ago. Am I Tennille?
I always go with a hat.
You always go with a hat, even with your new
No,
fancy
it's
haircut.
just a Captain reference.
It is?
Hey, did you guys know that at one time there used to be 2 Springfields?
In Missouri or like everywhere?
Oh, right here in Springfield. There used to be a North Springfield and then what was considered Springfield. And that is why we have a street called Division. Division was actually the southernmost part of North Springfield, and Division was the northernmost part of Springfield. And that's why that street is called Division.
That's amazing.
And that's also why we have somewhat of a downtown vibe over there on Commercial Street. But then we also have the downtown of Springfield, which is, the square and whatnots. If you've ever wondered, like, oh, did it start on Commercial and then move south? No, there actually used to be two separate Springfields, and it was like in 1830 or some shit. They all voted to finally just call it Springfield. But that's why we have the street Division.
Well, that's amazing. And it seems to me that like Division is only like the Division North is only like the top 1/3 of the city since we're moving south. Like everything's moving south. So there's way more South Springfield than there ever was in North
Well,
Springfield.
they tried to start a thing called North Springfield. And then once it kind of got obvious that we should just all be Springfield, then it didn't really kind of keep growing like a normal city would. But I think it was originally going to be kind of like the Kansas City situation, like you got Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
At one time, we were thinking about going down that road.
Chose not to.
The North Springfield was also nicknamed, guess what? Some of you know. Some of you could probably leave that comment.
Let's look over here.
North Springfield at one time was nicknamed Moon City.
What?
And that's why you have the Moon City Pub, ladies and gentlemen!
Whoa!
That used to be the name of that town, called North Springfield.
I didn't know that.
That's right.
The Moon City Pub's for sale.
That's
you know
right.
that?
Well, I don't know. I don't have confirmation of that, so.
I read it on Facebook.
Oh, well, then it must be true.
By the people who own Moon City Pub.
I hope so.
That's what I saw.
I hope so.
But they want to keep it a pub. They're not going to sell it unless. Like,
I had a really hot girl with a banging body the other day want to be my friend. I think she really wants to be friends. She only had like 4 of the friends, so she's obviously very selective. And she chose me. She chose me out of only having 4 friends. She chose me and wanted to be friends with me. And I think it was sincere. And I think she was being for real. But I didn't friend her, because I don't trust that shit.
But she's. But
she chose me to be friends with, and she only had like 4 friends.
How many pictures did she have on her profile?
She had like 20 pictures.
Oh yeah? That's
Yeah.
a lot. That's a lot.
And she was really nice about showing me everything so that I could really know what I was getting into. And I thought that was nice. And I was only the 5th person she ever wanted to be friends with. I thought that was nice. Her name was like Trixie. And I thought that was a nice name. I thought that was a nice name. And I am still thinking about becoming her friend because I think she's sincere and I think she likes me.
She probably does, babe. You should go back and friend her. What harm could it be?
I'm totally thinking about it.
You should. Because you're sweet, and she seems really sweet. She seems down to earth.
She was very nice. Seemed very nice.
What the heck is the phrase "down to earth" anyway? Like, what is up with that?
I don't have any idea. The story behind down to earth?
Yeah, like why is it like, oh, she's real down to earth? What does that mean? Like, why?
I
We should
don't
look
know.
that up. We should look that up sometime.
I don't know. Jared says Moon City's closed, not reopening. But that really is not necessarily inconsistent with Tara saying that they might be for sale.
Correct. That's correct. I'm trying to chase everybody off of my Facebook feed and come over here to Unsung Dreamers. So if you're still watching over on mine,
go to Unsung Dreamers page on Facebook. So what do you want to talk about? What do we want to talk about?
Well, I do just want to pass out. I think that most of my relatives in New Jersey are not watching right now, but just in case they do, we lost my cousin Greg on Sunday, and I believe they're having like a private ceremony thing this week. He was only 40 years old, and so my whole New Jersey family and everybody's is like really shocked and upset. He was only 40, so I just wanted to send out kudos and warm wishes and good stuff over to New Jersey, in case anybody watches this later or sees it right now. from that area.
Yeah.
McCousin. And I don't think we said anything about Harold Reed passing last week too. Harold from the Stattlers, did we?
Yes, we did.
We
We
did?
did a whole thing about it.
Did
And we
we?
got the record out and we
Oh my
showed
God.
everybody his picture. We get it, Tara. You toured with the Stattlers. Dear Lord! I was on MTV and you toured with the Stattlers. We get it. We get it. Dan.
Okay.
Just playing. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So I don't know if we're gonna have. Yeah, we are. I don't know. We might have guests like we did last week.
Mike McWhorter. Put
No,
Mike
no.
McWhorter's comment up here. I haven't even read it yet, but
This
he
one?
was addressing the down to earth. No.
Oh, this right here.
Yeah. Let's put this up here. The
All right.
definition of down to earth is someone or something that is free of pretension and doesn't put on airs, but who is instead simple and straightforward. An example of down to earth is a person who buys a nice, cozy farmhouse instead of a giant mansion.
Well, thank you, Mike.
There it is, man.
There's thank you. That's exactly what I was asking for. We can
That
count
right
on our
there.
viewers. We can count on our viewers. Thank you very much. And that's so. Is it?
Why are you wondering what down to earth is?
I don't know, because I just said it and it was a topic to talk about.
Okay. Okay.
No other reason.
Okay.
No other reason. Just whatever topics.
Oh, that's fine.
Just talking stuff. I have a sneeze I'm working up, so I'm gonna try not to sneeze all over the microphone because that would be gross and rude.
During these uncertain times,
There is a whole chat session going
we are
on.
all in this together during these
He's
uncertain
interfering.
times. You guys can't actually hear the audio that we are hearing. And
I'll put this up so it quits doing that. There.
it is funny in this microphone when I say, during these uncertain times.
It's like wow. Yeah.
Country folk are down to earth.
Country folk. I like the
guess.
first one, Stephanie. Folk. F-O-K-E. This is what she said first. Country folk. And then she changed it to folk. I love it.
Country folk.
I like folk better. It's cute. It's very cute.
Any of you guys on Tara's page, you might enjoy the experience a little better over on the
Unsung Dreamers Facebook
Unsung
page.
Dreamers page.
Absolutely.
Let's get into something
Let's hear it. What do
here.
you want to get into? What do you want to get into?
What are we getting into?
I don't know. We've been working every weekend for how many weeks now? Do we remember?
I'm not listening to
I
you.
know you're not
Just
listening.
what? Talk. What do you want to talk about?
I just said how many weeks have we've been working in a row on weekends? Like seriously, like
20 years?
oh, okay.
I don't know. What do you mean? We've been working.
I don't know.
We've been working like that for years.
Just throwing a topic out there. I don't know. Just kind of bringing something up.
No one wants to talk about how much we work.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about them having to work and work on their weekends. That's not very interesting. That sounds like a boring conversation. What are you doing?
I'm making it creak like crickets.
Oh my god.
Thank you. I got a booby comment over on my page too. There's more of an experience going on right over here on Facebook, on Unsung Dreamers Facebook, if you want to enjoy that a little bit better. Now, who's calling? I can't see it. Turn it one way like this. There.
Look, you can see that. Oh, I was going to answer it.
Uh-oh. Who was it?
We could call him back.
Might as well. Put him on freaking speaker.
Here, he's calling again. No, do the FaceTime thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now he's calling normal.
Okay. I don't know.
Hold on, I'm going to decline that. And then
Send him a text.
No, I'm just going to call him.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so for those of you who couldn't read the screen,
I couldn't read it.
that was Eddie Hines.
Oh, okay.
And so we're going to FaceTime him back. Oh, my phone's going to die.
Well, there's a plug down on the floor. But he's talking.
It's FaceTime audio. Hold on. Turn your video on.
I would call you.
There he is.
There you go.
No, where's he?
I don't know. He has to.
I don't see you yet.
You don't?
Where you is?
I see myself.
Hold on.
What am I supposed to? There we go.
There we go.
he is.
There he is.
Look who it is, everybody.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at what
You are live on the Unsung Dreamer Chat.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Little Eddie Hines is live at home.
This is
Yay! Hold on. I gotta go outside. Look, there's my Amy. There's my Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, guys.
Hey guys.
What's up in the rock and roll world? Jan and Tara Fritz.
We're doing our show, man.
I'm going outside to get away from my dog. I love you guys. How are you?
We're doing great, man.
I'm so freaking sick of being quarantined.
Yeah,
Yeah, no kidding.
we are too.
I'm still making cabinets.
Oh yeah.
We are.
I'm still making cabinets. Are you still making cabinets?
I'm still making cabinets.
That makes us essential.
Yes, we have been essential.
Tell me the world is not seeing me, except for you guys.
No, the whole world is seeing you.
Is seeing
Oh,
you.
hello, world. Hi, little Eddie's. Little
See, look, this is the real me here, and then I was just showing
I
you.
called you to talk to you about a crazy rock and roll idea I've got.
Yeah,
I've got a music making idea. I've got the whole lineup figured out. But this is, I guess, not the time or the place.
we're a smidge busy right now.
A little bit. We're in the middle of a show.
We're live streaming right now on Facebook.
Cool. Can I add anything to this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, world.
Oh my God.
When do we get to play rock and roll again?
Oh my God.
Really? When do we get to play rock and roll again?
We're gonna play soon, I think.
I'm gonna go do tequila shots because what the hell else are you gonna do?
That's
sounds
right.
Amazing. That
You
sounds
know?
amazing.
My God, come on! I didn't mean to interrupt a beautiful thing you guys are probably doing. I'm gonna duck out. Dan, call me. Tara, call me. I love you guys. I've got a fucking great idea for some music.
All right.
Okay.
No, I want to play some live music, and I've got an idea, and it might have something to do with Richie Allen and a few other guys
That sounds delicious to me.
Oh my God, I've got an idea for a cool band lineup. Can I announce it right here?
I don't know.
That's up to you.
If you want people to
It'd be
know.
badass if we could get Richie Allen and Russ Weatherby, Eddie Hines, Dan Fritz, and Tara Fritz all in the same crazy band could make some stupid music I can't even imagine. I had a vision. And plus, I'm dying to play it with Richie. God, really?
Yeah, I would love that.
And Russ, I love you. I really love you, Russ Weatherby. We're live on television.
Yes, we
You
are.
could play with us, and it would be awesome. Really? Come on. All
Yes,
right,
it would, man.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I love you guys.
No, we love having you.
So good.
You're like an unofficial guest now.
Unofficial.
My mind exploded with this idea of fun we could have. All right?
All right, we're gonna figure something out.
Stay COVID-free, my friends.
We will.
I will see you soon.
All right.
Call me
See.
when you're done with this, Dan.
All right, I will.
Love you. Bye.
All right, love you. See ya.
Bye. Eric Goodell says, and you guys can all sing Purple Rain.
Who said that?
Eric Goodell.
Eric Goodell.
Hey, everybody over on mine, go over to Unsung. We're going to pay more attention. There's all kinds of cool technological things going on over there. So go over there. I saw Chris Palmer said she's with Kristen Meadows. Go over to Unsung Dreamers. And it's all happening over on this page over here, all the cool stuff. So switch on over, please.
Yeah, so there's Eddie Hines. That was actually completely a surprise. Eddie Hines from the band Funhouse.
Yep,
and, of course, Rags to Riches. And, of course, many other projects he's done throughout the years. He's been playing in Springfield a long time. He's old as dirt.
He's old as dirt.
No, he's not actually that old. But we had him on the Unsung Dreamers podcast several long time ago. And it was a hilarious and super fun interview and episode. So go check out Eddie Hines. That's who just called and decided to announce his brainstorm idea. So anyway, Is he going that route instead?
No,
Oh,
both.
both. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, cool.
All right. So there we go. Chris Palmer's over here now. Yay. Hi, Chris.
There's Chris Palmer.
And Krista. I guess Krista's there with her. So
we always like to let people know that she's got Talking Mad Shit starting at 10 o'clock tonight, and I think she might have a little guessy guess with her. So you might want to check that out. I'm thinking there's going to be a pillow fight in slow motion.
Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. Pillow fight in slow motion. I put that on the screen. Well, thank you, Krista.
Motor and boat.
Oh, I love this. I'm having so much fun. This is such a fun thing we do.
Tune in to Talking Mad Shit at 10 o'clock in hopes to get a slow motion pillow fight between Chris Palmer and Krista Meadows.
Yep. And that'll be at 10 on her page.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm going to say I hope it does.
It's not. A boy can dream.
A boy can dream.
Maybe you can go back and get that girl Trixie, that Facebook girl Trixie, and get her to join in the pillow fight. I don't know.
I have gone from lieutenant to captain.
Because of the hat, right?
Captain hat. That's right.
It's the best hat ever, I think. I think it's one of my favorites.
I love this hat. Let's get into something, man. Okay. What the heck?
You want to do love advice, or you want to wait till later for that?
I don't know. That's probably something. I don't know. Maybe later.
I put a call out for love advice, like we have done the last couple of weeks, and got a couple. Only 2 this week, so I had to do both of them. They're short and sweet this time, though.
Yeah, we'll get into those later.
Okay. All right.
It's way too soon for that now, man.
All right, fine.
We're just still shooting the shit.
Shooting the breeze.
I'll tell you what, though.
Staying down to earth.
I think we might already just get right into our first guest of the night. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like having a guest.
Are you feeling like having
Let's bring someone onto the show.
Having a guest.
I have talked about this guy so many times because I think he's hilarious. I think he's interesting and super cool. We actually had him in the studio at one time. We didn't do a full interview. We just kind of did a small thing that was kind of helping to promote something and stuff like that. We didn't able to actually get into his head and get into his life, but we promised that we will someday, which we probably still won't tonight. But one of these days we're going to really sit down with this guy. If you guys don't know him, you really should, because I think he's a super fantastic dude. Are we ready for our first guest?
I think we are ready.
Mr. Tyler Weeks.
There it is.
There's Mr. Tyler.
What up?
We can't hear him.
We can't hear you. You got to turn your audio down or something, maybe. I'm not sure. We're hearing us.
You have.
Let me fix that problem. Hold on. Let me fix it.
The volume, we're hearing some slack.
How about that? Is that better?
Yes,
that's
much better. Awesome. How are you?
I'm driving. I had to get out of the house. I'm about to go nuts with all this quarantine crap happening.
Yes.
I bet.
We are too,
So
man.
It's
that's a nice.
We can hang out with you in person.
You guys provide great entertainment on Thursday nights. It's you guys keep doing what you're doing, man. Hey, do you guys like tequila?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any preference?
I've heard through Amy O that good tequila is better. So I don't really know exactly what good tequila is.
Good tequila?
We don't have tons of preference.
No, we don't really. So.
Well, I have some awesome tequila right now.
Yeah, you gonna drink some?
I don't really want to drink it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you're breaking quarantine?
wait, hold on. What's in here?
Uh-oh.
What the hell?
Oh my God!
What the hell's going on here?
I have this in the truck, and I don't want to drink it by myself.
Okay. Well, that would be a shame.
We got you a seat. Look at that.
Look what I brought you. Look what I brought you.
Holy hell.
I love it.
I brought you. I gotta turn my phone
Your
on.
phone's still on?
Yeah. Phone's still on. We're hearing
How does
look
that?
at this. Tyler Weeks
There
in
you
the
go.
house. Yes, right here.
Oh, you got them.
You want shots or you want glasses?
I don't care. I prefer not straight out of the bottle, but we'll drink.
Straight out of the
Blue
bottle.
glasses,
You know, we got to follow some quarantine protocols.
I got you
right?
some fresh tequila, courtesy of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Dwayne "The Rock"
Really?
Johnson.
Yeah.
No kidding.
What's the
Yes.
story behind that?
Yummy, yummy.
It's called Terramana, which is supposed to mean happy.
Yay!
Mana, Terra, you know.
Yeah.
So this is fresh off of this is actually fresh off release. It just released actually in March. So
No kidding.
yeah,
That is cool.
you guys
So-
might be the first in town.
Hell yeah!
Look at
Look
that.
at that.
This is-
You can't.
The light's a little bright. I can't get it.
Dang it.
Anyway.
Anyway, you can't.
That's a Reposado, and
It's
then
just flushed out.
this is the Blanco.
So which is like better?
No, this is like straight out of the tap, like, and then this has been aged for like I think 6 months.
Really?
Yeah.
So we can do like a little taste test.
We can sample if you want.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. We just
Did you say how you got it? Like where you got it?
Mac-
We have some
Huh?
blue
Macadoodles.
shot glasses.
You
Look
can
at
buy
that
it.
right
You
there.
can buy it at Macadoodles.
I
Actually,
got you.
Look at that delicious.
But it's definitely a newer product.
We don't have any pickle juice to eat with. So you guys are just
Tyler
joining in our
Weeks,
party.
everybody.
You're just joining in our party. So
Just crashed our thing here. This
Julia
is great.
says, "Do you smell what the rock is cooking?" Yeah, nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Pretty sick, though.
Stephanie down in Florida says tequila kills Corona. So
That's exactly right.
So yeah, it's like paper
that's what
rock
we're doing
scissors.
is
It's like
we're killing Corona.
paper rock scissors.
You're being safe. You know,
We're being
we're
safe.
killing everything.
We're killing everything
So-
with alcohol. Alcohol sales have been up like crazy up.
All right, one
I
for
think
you,
I
sir.
drink every day since
I think so. I think we've missed maybe 1 or 2 days.
quarantine. So here we are, everybody. We're going to sit down, and I think Tyler's going to talk about a few things here while he's here, and we're going to enjoy some delicioso. Did we get the aged one?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
this is the Reposado. So,
Reposado.
Reposado.
you guys have anything you'd like to cheers to?
Yeah, what would you like to cheers to?
Good health.
I like it. Cheers.
Good health to everyone.
Oh, that's smooth shit.
Pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'll
it
take
is.
that. I need my pickle juice.
Normally tequila is a lot more fierce than that, but that was good.
Why does it have a peanut butter aftertaste? Does it have a peanut butter?
So many jokes just went through my head, and I'm not going to say them.
I don't get peanut butter. I don't get that.
Yeah, I didn't get peanut butter.
No. Anywho. All right.
So how's it been going, man?
Man, I'm just tired of being at home. Man.
Yeah.
I'm over this whole thing. I'm ready for some live music.
Mhm.
And I just want to say this on the record. If I hear anybody bitch about having to pay a cover charge after this is over,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I saw that post of yours the
Yep.
other day, and I couldn't have agreed
Same
more.
thing.
Couldn't have agreed more.
And I don't know. Amy our good friend Amy from Just One More was live. I guess they're opening tomorrow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. I knew she had an announcement. I just didn't catch
She
it.
went. She was live earlier. I was watching it. They're opening tomorrow.
Yay!
We went to Shuffle 2 nights
Tuesday
ago.
night? Yeah, something like that.
2 nights ago. They're kind of soft open right now.
The tables are all separate.
tables
and
are spread,
limited.
and you can't really sit at the bar. And I don't think they can have bands yet,
Right.
but they're getting there.
Yeah.
They're open.
I saw that Joe Dillstrom, I think, did a show somewhere at a brewery somewhere where everything was all spread out.
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah. So they're
So
we're getting some soft openings.
soft openings are happening. They're going to try this out, and I think the word is like if there's a spike in cases and all that crap, they're going to go back to it. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're good.
Definitely. I don't know. There's a spike in the flu all the time, but people don't freak out about that. Right?
There are so many opinions on this, and I'm not in any way an authority, so I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. Just my thought. Whatever.
Right.
Well, we had a meeting last night. I've got a sweet new gig happening,
Yay.
which is kind of what I wanted to tell you guys about.
Cool.
Right.
Cool.
It was supposed to open May 1st, but that didn't happen. So I'm the new lead singer at the Main Street Opry at Osage Beach.
Yay!
Really?
So, yeah, so they do a country show, and then they do a 70s, 80s, and 90s show. And so we're talking to opening maybe July now, but it was supposed to be May 1st,
Right.
Right.
but 5 nights a week.
Hey.
So if you're in the Lake area, come see us.
Main Street Opry.
Yeah.
And are you lead singer for both shows then?
Yeah, so
right on.
yeah,
Yay.
so it's 5 nights a week doing both shows. So
Yeah.
and I think now they're talking about maybe just doing one show and combining it like a country in the first half, and
Sure.
then like a rock and roll medley kind of in the second half. So
Neat.
and then they do a Christmas show. So, but yeah, I'm excited if you're in the area, if you live around the lake, or if you
go down there to Bagnell Dam and come see us. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
We go there often.
We
Actually,
do.
I do a lot
We
of
have a
work
big job
up
up
there,
there.
and I have not been to that.
Well, see, now you have a reason to go.
I
Yeah,
know. That's what
totally.
I'm saying. I'll definitely go to that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Because I've never been to any one of those shows up there. I've heard of them. I don't know if there are as many as there were like 20 years ago, but Main Street up. Where is that kind of? Ish?
So it's it's if you take the Business 54 exit. I mean, it's right there. You take the Business 54 exit, and it's right. I mean, it's right off the main street.
So you pass Camden, right?
Yeah, you go past Camden. It's in between Camden and Lake of the Ozarks.
Perfect.
So
even closer to here, you can. You guys can all.
No, and that all came from I won the Friends Karaoke Country Idol in February, so that all kind of stemmed from that. So
was that a year ago, February?
No, that was this February. That was like a couple months ago.
That just happened.
Yeah, just happened.
And you got your key worked on the 4-wheeler.
On the 4-wheeler, that's right.
All right, so
holy crap.
So the ruling is they let the semifinalists. So if you had a spot in the semifinalists, you got a key to the 4-wheeler. And if you won the main competition, you got an extra key.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so they invited all the semifinalists to come back, and they did obviously 5 weeks of qualifying rounds.
Yep.
And so everybody's there, and the show is over, and I was deemed the winner, which was, it was a miracle. There was great talent, such good talent, and we all go outside, and like 5 or 6 people, put their key in, and nothing happens. And so then it's my turn, and the first time it popped it in and started, and I felt like the biggest prick in the world. And I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here before my tires get slagged or something happens,
Yeah.
But so I actually sold it. I mean, I live in town. I have no reason to have a 4-wheeler, so I sold it. So, but it was a great night, though. It was amazing. I've never had anything happen like that. It was crazy.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So did somebody see you at that show and then hire you, or did you use that as a way to say, "Hey, I want this"?
Somebody was there.
Okay.
Cool. I think they were just in the area, like kind of scouting.
And why wouldn't you go to a big contest like that to go scout?
I mean, I've done 100 karaoke competitions, but I mean, Friends puts on a legit deal.
They do.
I mean, they have good talent.
Oh yeah.
I've been to some where it's they get drunk and they sing and it's not pretty, but I mean, there was legit talent.
Yeah, and they're serious. We've judged several of them before, the Pop Idol and the Rock Idol, a couple years ago. And they do Rock Idol, Pop Idol, Country Idol. I mean, they put it on, and it's organized, and it's really sculpted, and it's the contestants, like you said, they take it seriously.
It was great. It was great.
It's cool.
Yeah, and the judges, Drew Biney, I don't know if you guys know him.
Oh, yeah.
He was a judge there. And McKenna Solinger, and then I forget who the other one was. Chris Palmer was the judge the year before. But they had another female judge there. I think she sings with Trash Angels.
Oh, she used to. Yeah, Tiffany.
Yeah, Tiffany. That was
Tiffany.
it. Yeah. So it was great talent. So got the gig on the show. And
that's cool.
So I mean, if anybody's in the lake around July 4th, I think at this point, come see us.
Are you guys able to rehearse yet?
Not yet. No. Which kind of last time I was on, we talked about Brian's benefit. And obviously we lost Brian, and they had to live stream the funeral.
Yeah, we saw that.
I mean,
I
felt so bad for Brock, and I mean, they can't even have a normal funeral for, but I mean, that guest book was the visitation the night before. I mean, that guest book was full.
Yeah.
From front to back of people that showed up, and
that was awesome.
So it was, and I mean,
we sat in our parking lot of our shop and watched the whole live feed the next day. So, I mean, Dan and I were just talking that we've actually lost 5 or 6 people that we know firsthand, not from COVID. And that's like the most people we've lost in a short period of time, regardless.
Here's something. Did you know that hospitals get funded $13,000 if it's a COVID-related death?
I've read that somewhere.
Did you see that? I saw a video about it. Yeah, go to YouTube and watch a video called "A Plandemic." If they haven't taken it down already,
they've taken it down.
That'll reveal some information.
They've taken it down every time.
What's currently happening?
Yeah, every time it gets shared,
it gets taken down. It sure does.
Do you have a glass by chance? You guys want some more?
I will get you a glass.
I haven't even popped the seal on the Blanco yet. Should we try the other one?
Yeah.
Would you want ice or just glass?
Just glass for me.
All right, I'll be back.
Do.
Well, you can talk while I'm gone. It's okay.
Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening. Thank you, Mike McWhorter. I couldn't agree with that comment more. If you complain about the cover charge and ask the band to be on the guest list, tell me again how you're supporting local music. What was that? Yeah, you want to put that comment up on the screen.
Okay. All right. Was it at
right in the middle?
Here?
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
That's for all you complainers and freeloaders.
And just because you're there and you get in for free for whatever reason doesn't mean you're actually supporting. Oh, we went on that rant 2 weeks ago. Okay, cool. So this is the
That's
Blanco.
probably why Mike's bringing it back up.
I love it. Thank you, Mike, for bringing that up.
That was a little more.
And I think Tyler was the reason we got on that.
It was.
What?
When we got on the rant about
Oh, yeah.
sons of bitches getting in for free just because they think they're important. And I think that's a bunch of horse shit.
It's horse shit.
The horse shit.
And so this is the Blanco. This is a shot of tequila, but it's Blanco. It's like fresh. Like
I keep thinking if I drink this, I'll wake up looking like The Rock. But
right.
I don't know if it's
Maybe.
gonna,
I don't want to do
Mike.
that, though. I don't want to wake up like that.
I mean, I do.
I mean, I look weird.
I'm already just so much better looking than The Rock, though.
And I already have better pecs.
If I wake up
You-
looking like
you
The
The
Rock,
Rock-
I'll be going down a notch. You know what I
I
Me
mean?
and The Rock might have the same cup size. I'm not sure.
I don't know. His are just more flat. All right, cheers. You got some?
I already did. I drink it.
Oh, you
I
did
didn't. I wasn't
drink it.
playing around.
Oh, I think I like the gold one better.
So you guys,
Those are
So you
both
guys
pretty sweet.
continue doing your thing, and I'm just gonna lurch here in the
Just
background.
gonna
and drink my
lurch.
tequila, yeah.
All right,
All
man.
right, fine. Fine. That's
We
cool.
appreciate you.
Yeah,
And we
you
might
got-
turn around and you're the bartender now tonight.
Yeah.
Is that right? Is that what you're
We
saying?
might just be holding our glass out, right?
Okay.
You know? All right.
right.
I love it.
Tyler, Julia Cobb wants to know if your eyebrow is starting to arch up.
Because of The Rock.
No, maybe, no,
Gotta figure
not
out
yet.
which one, you know. I could do one better than the other. I can't do my left. But anyway.
Oh, gosh.
Do you feel like the need to call everyone, what? Jabroni? What am I missing on that? Do you feel the
maybe
need?
it's a rock thing.
Is it a Rock thing?
That would be a
I
Rock
love The
reference.
Rock, but I'm not real, like 100% keen on that. I'm kind of dumb. But anyway.
Anyway, so yeah, this week, as we've already mentioned a little bit, there's been some soft openings of some places, and they're kind of getting out there. I just went to McAllister's Deli here just a minute ago and was able to actually walk inside.
And were there people sitting down?
When I got there was not actually anyone there, but I was allowed to go in. I was allowed to order. If I wanted to sit down, I could have, but I didn't. I got it to go because I had to come back and do a show at 7 o'clock on the live stream, Fabo. So anyway, but there are places now that are, giving this a shot. And so I don't know if you guys have had a chance to get out there. Stephanie Cagle might actually still be stranded at home. She was telling us a little bit about that last week.
Well, yeah, she's from Broward County, Florida, so it's like a big,
so they're
big
being
busy
hard on
county.
them.
Yeah.
They're being hard on them down there.
You
And
said hard on. Sorry.
Dear Lord.
2 shots of tequila in a row. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. Blame him. Oh.
So anyway.
Oh, well. Yeah. Eddie's over here on my page talking about how he's got a groovy band idea. Yeah, you just told us on the phone, Eddie. It's all right.
He's already been on the show
4 more
telling
weeks.
us about 4 more weeks for Stephanie Cagle down in southern Florida. So we, though, however, have seen some people opening up. It's been interesting. It was different.
It was different.
I mean, it was worth going, though. I mean, we did a
Totally.
quick little live feed going to Shuffle Tuesday night. And we also went somewhere yesterday. And I don't know if anyone's supposed to know where we went yesterday, though. It was a little weird.
Why was it weird?
Well, it was for the first time ever. It was cash only, and there
that
were
place.
people smoking inside.
Yeah, it was weird.
And
You're right. It was
it's like all the rules.
Definitely
like
weird.
they embraced the social distancing rule, but all the other rules were out the window, and that's why I'm not going to tell you where we were.
no.
Because it was awesome.
It was
I
great.
loved it.
To-go cups. Whoop. Did I say that out loud?
There was no to-go cups.
Well, we didn't mention where it
There
was.
was, I know, but we didn't leave with anything like that.
Oh no. Not us.
So there was no to-go. Yeah, we did not have to-go cups.
To-go?
So anyway,
well, we did have like lunch the other day, or yesterday or the day before at Big Whiskey's. They opened up. Every other table's all shut down.
Yeah.
And so you can still
we did go to Big Whiskey's.
So that was weird experiencing. We're like, oh, we get to go somewhere and sit down and have a drink.
Oh, and I had one of those wonderful moments at Big Whiskey's too. Yes.
Oh my God.
You know that moment you have occasionally when you're in a bar and you have a drink. I had a beer. And then all of a sudden your waitress starts walking towards your table with 2 beers. And your beer is already full, right?
Right.
And there's no other tables beside you or behind you or in front of you. But here comes your waitress all the way from across the room carrying 2 beers. You know what that moment is, don't you? You know. It is the best moment ever. The bartender accidentally poured these beers, and they were the wrong ones for someone else. Do you want them?
We thought you'd be the guy.
I said, hell yeah, dude. So that got me 2 freebies while I already had a tall boy. Man, I was pounding them sons of bitches. It was hilarious. I love that moment. I've had that moment many times. Like, poured the wrong drink.
Making me warm.
I mean, I guess the
Tequila's making my clothes fall off.
Apparently,
Tequila's making her clothes fall off.
Do you want the bottle? For God's sakes.
We're live. We can't do that. It's not that
You
kind
guys are about to get a lot of viewers if I keep serving care of this.
That's
tequila.
right.
We are R-rated. We're not the other one.
You guys are going to trim.
So, woo.
Tara's clothes are coming off.
Sorry. Tequila makes my clothes fall off, apparently.
But yeah, man, that was wonderful to get free beers when they pour the wrong one. And another thing I really love about myself is that
about yourself.
Yeah. Another thing that I really love about myself is that I am domestic as fuck. And so when somebody comes, meaning beer.
Oh, okay. Well, he cooks too. And does dishes and laundry.
Hold on. Meaning beer. I'm not a beer snob. And so when any of those waitresses come to me with anything, it can be Coors, it can be Miller Lite. I don't give a damn. When it's free, when there's like, we poured the wrong one. Like, right over here. I don't care. You put it right here in front of my face guard, and that's where it's going to stay. And it's not going to be blocked going into my mouth hole. And thank you very much. I will take it for free. It's not that cold. Don't care! So anyway, I'm pretty basic bitch when it comes to that sort of stuff. So drink up, Johnny. Take your pumpkin spice lager and shove it straight up your hoo-ha!
Pumpkin spice lager.
Oh yeah, them little craggy little yuppie shits.
Oh, let's get on that rant.
All you guys that drink that bullshit, you know you're sneaking off into the bathroom and pouring one of these in it. You just want to look cool in front of this girl you're trying to impress. Yeah, check out my honey lager pumpkin wheat ale pail.
Yeah, I don't know any females are like, hey, let me slip out of these panties while you drink your White Claw.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, I'm still holding this note up. I know it's backwards, but you can read it. Go to Unsung Dreamers if you're on my page. I just saw Monty get on over here. So
go to Unsung Dreamers and watch the live feed over there. We can have more fun over there, and you will get a little more of the tasty show.
The tasty show. Yes, that's true. What is that face? I don't know what that face is, but don't do it again. That's gross. Okay, good.
Do that one face that you're never allowed to do.
He told me one time, don't ever make that face again. And now you just put me in front of people live. It's ugly.
Yeah,
it's
she made that face one time. I was like, for as long as we're married, don't ever do that again. No, it wasn't the reaction.
Oh.
Don't do a big reaction face.
Oh,
it's just, oh my God. Oh, quit doing that. It's awful.
Well, you told me to.
Anyway, yeah, I wanted everyone to see how awful that face was.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So anyway,
it's my baby. On television. That's God.
So what?
Oh, I don't know. You want to talk about painters?
No, that's too much of a ripoff.
Oh, I don't know. It's funny.
That's too much of a ripoff.
It's so funny. I don't know what else we can talk about. Why? We've been talking about like venues opening up, but when we haven't heard when phase 2 starts, which hopefully includes live music. Which, honestly, though, if they're opening softly with only a limited number of patrons, you could still have shows. And as I was talking with someone over at Shuffle, there are some of us bands that can totally still do a show and not worry about capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's the big deal?
Right. So, I mean, Violet pulls in, at the most, we've pulled in 75 people. So, we could still do a damn show, right? We could do one next week.
No, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe so. Gosh dang.
What is you like are so empty tonight.
Who embroidered your jacket, Dan?
Huh?
What is it? Who did that?
He be Dazzler.
Look at that.
And
Look
did
at
you do
that.
that yourself?
He'd be Dazzler.
I did not. You know where I got my badass jacket?
That is pretty badass. I like that.
It's great because in some ways it's not badass. You know what I mean? It's like really awful.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
I like it though.
No, I mean I do too. But you know how some things are just like so. I mean, not doily jeans.
Hey,
No.
I've had jeans with like that in the ass pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ever
Doily
I
jeans are
feel
it's
you.
just
Dude.
wrong.
they're legitimately dumb. But this is just a little subtle
Okay.
enough. I got this at Red Racks, motherfucker. Red Racks is the best place in town, especially if you go to the one over on the south side, over there by Classic Rock Coffee. Because you wouldn't
They're moving
believe.
too. They've already moved, I think.
Well, yeah, they're moving out to
Whatever.
that big whatever.
No, I
it
mean,
is.
Actually, classic rock and
I know Red Racks.
Yep.
Now they're together in one big building out there across from Hy-Vee.
My Facebook Live just died. So
So
those
anyway,
of you who were on my page, I'm sorry. But, whatever.
love Red Racks, man.
It's the best.
What are you gonna do? Go live again?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just shut it off. Maybe they know. Maybe I'll just make a post. But anyway, go ahead. It is raining outside, and it sounds like someone's just taking a long ass pee.
Is it?
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, it is.
Totally just sounds like a piss.
It is.
I think I'll have a piss.
Tyler, who do you think we should get on the show? Let's do this. Let's do this as a
Kristen
three-way
Donner was
decision.
watching. I saw.
Huh?
Kristen Donner was watching.
She was on-
Is it
she was on
Dinar?
mine.
Is how you say it? I'm
Dinar,
sorry.
yeah.
Kristen,
Yeah, I
if I
think
messed
it's
up your
Dinar.
name, Donor, not like an organ donor. That was awful. Was it
Totally.
No,
Dinar?
I thought it was Donor for a while.
We did
but
too. We had her on the
when-
show. We talked
When we
about her.
had her on, she
She was on.
was she on Unsung?
She
was
was.
on
Yeah,
mine.
she was on Unsung Dreamers. I don't know if she's still there.
She was
Kristen,
on
are
mine
you
too.
still there?
My phone is wigging out, so I don't
She's
know
probably
what's going
not. She probably jumped on.
You know, say I'm about the portion.
on.
Yeah.
That's
Was that fun?
you guys found us something.
Yes,
Yeah.
We got a couple of
we'll
ones
do
this
it.
week.
We're gonna do it. Anybody out there? Kristen Dinar. Tyler is wanting to talk to you.
So my phone is wigging out. So anybody who's on my feed, I hope they're over here now because it's way better. And I'm just gonna make a post like.
I think maybe she's gone, or if she's not gone, she just doesn't.
She's ignoring you.
Yeah, she's ignoring. Give us some suggestions on someone we can call. We could, we don't even. They don't have to even be on.
No, they don't.
We could just. Who could we just?
Is that your phone?
Yeah. so he
Yeah,
has-
I've got to
it's-
turn my Bluetooth
his volume
off.
and your volume is like super loud and everything. So
I'll turn that Bluetooth off.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Oh.
thank you for letting us know that.
My phone's about to die, but we should. Who could we try and call? I wonder what Bobby Hoskins is doing.
Oh my God.
We could just phone bomb him.
We could.
So when is Boot coming back? When are you guys making a return? Are you guys gonna fire it back up?
We will. Yes, it's just been between this and we've kind of got some crazy things going on at work, and we also got some crazy things going on at home. We just haven't really focused too much on even trying to book. I just assume at this point, not really. A lot of people were booking there for a while.
Yeah.
Make sure
So-
you guys tune in tomorrow. Brock Wade, Brian's dad, is doing a live stream show tomorrow for Cancer Society, I believe.
Oh, cool.
On his page.
I think so. It's either on his page or he linked it on his page, so you guys can go check it out. Be sure to tune into that tomorrow because obviously that's for a good cause.
Yeah, obviously.
He just lost his dad to cancer, so
Yeah.
and Brock's obviously a class a class act talent. So
Yeah.
Let's see, May 8th at 7 p.m.
there you go. That's tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Will you hand me that charger,
Sure.
please?
There's 2 of them, so.
I only need one.
I know, but I'm trying to see the longest one. Okay. Ow, they're the same. That's all you got. That's all you got. Yeah, so on Brock's, I'm assuming it's on Brock's page.
Mhm. That's it right there, I believe.
Oh, it says color 10. So he'll be talking on color 10. And then this.
Well, that was on Monday.
Oh,
so that
okay.
was
Live on
There
Facebook
you go.
Live. So I assume it's on his page, Brock Wade, BrockWade. So yeah, so go check out Brock.
Kristen is here.
Yay! Hi, Kristen.
Yes, go check out Brock tomorrow. Kristen, do you want to be a guest on the show right now?
Please answer. Say yay or nay.
I asked Tyler Weeks who he'd like to have on the show, and
And
he saw you on here earlier and was like, let's see if she'll be on the show. We'll literally do this spontaneous right here and right now.
I mean, you saw how spontaneous I was. I just show up with
He just
tequila.
showed up
Yeah,
with tequila.
you know what I
which
mean?
means I'm ready.
If you're up for it.
I'm ready for another shot too, if you don't mind.
You
Of
want
the
the-
yellow stuff.
You want
Oh,
the dark stuff?
Yes, please. And by the way, Stephanie Cagle, that's right. We've tentatively booked a show in Florida with
Oh,
Stephanie
yeah, to
Cagle
answer his question. Is
for
Boot.
Boot,
Yeah.
who used to be in this area, and she's down in South Florida
We're
now.
going to do a home show
So we've
right
booked
next
it.
to Stephanie Cagle's pool.
We booked it, but we haven't picked the date because of all this COVID stuff. And of course, Miami-Dade area and the Broward County is all long.
We're talking about going down in August or September.
So
Probably
hey,
September or October
That'd be
because then it
awesome.
won't be quite so hot.
Thanks, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is my. I don't know. I'm not gonna count him like a geek. Hi, Chris. So yeah. So
Kristen, if you
Dinar.
are like, oh, I'm not made up and I'm crazy and my kids are screaming and I don't want to be on the show, just say like I don't want
Because she's been doing some amazing like live stuff,
because that's okay.
live singing stuff,
Mhm.
and it's been really, really good. And well, she's really, really good. So I mean, you
We've
can't.
been trying to do a collab. Maybe that will happen whenever this stuff all goes away. But I'd like to do a collab with Kristen because she's dynamite.
She is. I mean, fantastic. It's it doesn't get much better than her. There's so much talent here. There's so much freaking talent. So
I get a rant from it about my haircut yesterday. So I've been waiting 2 months for a haircut.
yeah,
And Sports Clips had a 2-hour wait yesterday.
really.
They make you sign in, and I had to leave. You had to sign in and then leave.
And then they text
And then when you came back in, they asked me if I had a mask, and I go, no, I don't really carry one in my back pocket. So they said, we put this towel over your face, the towel that you just had sitting on the counter. I mean, I don't understand what sense that makes. That's kind of wiping before you poop kind of thing, right?
Let's just recycle that, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Let's
But
just
I got a
recycle
haircut,
crap.
though.
You did. You got a haircut.
I did.
Good.
I'm free, man.
You saw the haircut I
You
gave
need some more tequila, Dan?
Yes, I do.
Which one do you want?
I like the clear one.
I like the gold
Do you?
one.
I like the straight up one.
I'm like I don't know. I'm a tequila pansy, but this is good
And the
stuff.
boot,
In our boot shop.
The boot.
guys. See? It's so cute.
There you go.
you have to wear one down in Stephanie's neck of the woods no matter where you go.
Really?
Absolutely. Boop. Oh,
Whoa.
yeah. Oh, you're just got a drink though.
I just don't know if you guys can tell in these lights, but mine's more clear,
And mine's
and Tara's has got a little color to it because it's more aged.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Mine is straight from the tap.
The clear one has a little more bite to it. Than
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Q!
I am.
Yowza-palooza!
I don't
Okay,
have
so we messaged Kristen Denard directly. We're
Mm-hmm.
kind of waiting to see if she wants to just join the show.
I'm just leaving that open because it keeps dinging my phone.
She might be with company that she
She
doesn't
might.
want people to know she's with. I mean, everybody might be that. Everybody might be that. I'm just saying.
It's like, what the hell was that?
You never know, man, when you're asking somebody, like, you could ask anybody, like, you want to be on the show right now, and they're, like, sitting at home naked or something. Or maybe they're, you know.
So that's what Kristen's doing. She's going to put the shirt on.
She was probably naked, and now she's putting clothes on. I mean, that might be. It might be.
I'll bring the tequila over, Kristen.
Right on.
I'm
We're coming over.
saying it's a might.
It's a
Okay.
might. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. We don't know. We don't know. You know what? Is Chris Palmer still here? Are you still here, Chris? Chris and Kristen? Are you still Kristen?
Chris would be
Chris.
a great guest.
There's too many Chris.
Yeah, you can see if they want to
and
join.
Krista, are you guys still here? Because we'll have you guys on the show, and you guys can promote the shit out of yourselves. Why not? Right? This is what we're here for: is promoting Springfield locale.
We might as well see if they want to.
Just get on here and jump for a second. Yeah.
I have a bucket list that I'm going to fulfill. I'm going to do a collab with Dan and Tara Fritz. It's going to happen.
Really?
Whether it's a one song, a one off, but we got to do something.
That sounds fun. That sounds great to me.
We got to do something.
Freaking hell yeah!
I've even got some like quasi country songs I really want help with too.
And you know my roots are in country, right?
I mean, you toured with Statler Brothers. You made that mention.
Yes. She's made that clear, right?
I made that.
For the love of God, we already know.
We know. You tour with the staff.
She's got Jimmy Fortune on speed dial, all right?
Hey,
She probably does.
I ain't kidding.
Oh god.
Well, it's his wife, you know. So anyway.
You got Jimmy Fortune. I have that chick from Illusions last night on speed dial.
Right on. Hey,
live goals, people.
Is it Trixie that he was Facebooking the other day?
No, actually, her name was Dixie. Last name was Normus.
I love the Normus family.
I love them. They're great people.
Yeah,
real
Dad
sweetheart,
especially.
you know?
He's great.
This show is off the rails, and I love it. I love that it's off the rails.
It's
not too
tequila.
bad.
Lemon
I might get
tequila.
Okay, Chris says she's here. I sent you some stuff,
We
Chrissy Poo.
sent you a link. If you go to your messenger, if you click that link,
It gives you directions and instructions and all goodness. So
and then copy and there she is.
Oh my gosh! Are we ready for this?
I think we are really close.
I think we're ready for. It looks like she's in her car.
Who is that? I think that she's in her car. Okay,
You know what that means?
here we go. We got it's Chris Palmer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's kind of grayed out.
Yeah.
Chris Palmer's backstage. She's getting ready to join the Unsung Dreamers Chat right
She's in
now.
the green room. She's waiting. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Here we go. Hi.
Oh my God. Hi.
Hello. There we
Hi,
go.
what are you doing?
Hello, beautiful.
Hi.
Holy crap. It's Miss Palmer.
Hi.
I don't know.
I went to Limburg's and got some dinner, and now I'm headed to the house to get ready for my show at 10.
Yes.
Krista's going to sit in with me tonight, I think.
Oh,
That'll
how
be
fun.
fun.
That's fun.
Did you see that ad they put up today of that damn burger thing with the fried
With the fries and
jalapenos?
Deliciousness.
Oh my gosh, Limburg's. They put
Oh,
up
yeah, I
a-
had, yes,
Of
that's
that
exactly what I
burger?
had. It was great. And I added the French fried onions, or the onion strings and mushrooms. It was magic.
Oh my God. Holy moly.
And of course, I had a big Bloody Mary, which was awesome.
Yay. Yay. Were you able to stay in there and sit for a minute while you waited, or did you have to do curbside?
No, there were not very many people in there, and we sat up front where nobody else was.
Oh, cool.
And
All
we
right.
sat at a really big table, so we were like way far apart from each other. It was kind of funny. Yeah.
In these uncertain times.
I'm just saying it's
Go ahead. Oh, you froze up. She froze up.
Come back to us.
Come back to us, Chris. You froze up.
Come back.
Come back.
Please.
Check. Oh my gosh, what happened? Okay. I don't know if that's us.
Oh.
Dang it.
Oh, I thought that said she's gone.
No, that's just me over here.
We need to get their volume a little better.
I know. I don't know. Mute Mike. That's like the name of the band. She froze up, guys. We're sorry about that. Okay. All right. So I don't know what to do here. So
Look at her. She's frozen.
she's
so bizarre. It's just bizarre.
there. You are. You're coming back
Hold
to
on.
us. There we go. We lost you for a second. Sorry.
But now you're-
Lost you. Yeah, got you back.
She's back. It's like half.
So tonight at 10 o'clock, do you have anything you want to disclose, or is it all a secret? You got to tune in.
Well, we're gonna compare some penis sizes,
Okay. Okay.
which is always a fun time.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about guilt,
Yes.
and what it does to people in the ways that they kind of express themselves on Facebook.
Oh, right.
Nice.
Yeah, Facebook and social media. So we're going to discuss that because people are fucking retarded. Or not retarded. That's a bad word. That's a bad word. I didn't use it.
It's a
Bad.
welcome word. It's a welcome word in this world. It's fine.
Okay, well, it's all bad. It's all bad. So I didn't mean to use that word. But yes.
You didn't mean to use that word. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, it's just not a good word. I would prefer to use a different word. Just saying.
All right.
Yeah. But anyway.
All right.
Yeah, and we're also going to talk about the vagina trap.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the vagina trap.
You want to disclose what it is, or you want to wait until it's your show?
I'm listening.
He's listening.
It's just what happens when really good pussy's involved.
Nice. Okay. All
I
right.
gotcha.
Just saying.
Right.
Just saying. Things happen. Things happen
I'm getting on
that
Twitter.
would not normally be part of the plan had the pussy just been average. True.
That's enough
True.
of that average pussy. Nobody wants average dick or average pussy, right?
Dude, wars have been launched. Troy was fucked up because of pussy.
You're cracking me up.
It's true. Pussy fucked it up. Pussy's like,
Yep.
controls that shit. Well, James Brown knew what he was talking about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How so?
Yeah. Well, he said it's a.
Oh, man. You froze up again.
That was a horrible time to freeze. I was
I was
that
in.
story.
I was ready. I was there. Oh, this is. Oh, you're back.
Are we
Okay.
back?
Yes.
What was James Brown? What did he say?
Well, in a man's world,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that ain't what it is. That ain't what it is. Because I promise you, no man can deal with life if pussy was not there to comfort him. That's the reason why a lot of these like serial killers and people that be shooting other people either have micropeens or they just can't be satisfied because they can't find good hoo-hoo.
Yeah.
A lot of truth there.
There is a lot of truth right there.
I'm serious. I truly believe that the world would be a better place if people would cherish the good pussy.
That's right. Amen and amen there.
That's
True.
That's true.
It's true. I believe it.
Is our girl Krista there, or is she not there yet?
No, she's not here yet. She's going to
All
be meeting me. She had to stop and get gas and do something else, and then she'll be here.
Right on.
So,
All right. Well, we'll let you go and get ready for your show.
yeah, it's going to be a good time. I hope everybody comes. Oh, sorry. I was like in the dark.
Right.
Yes, it's going to be.
Oh, you're frozen again. Shit. So 10 o'clock on Chris Palmer's page. She's talking mad shit, and she's got a special guest, Krista Elaine. So be sure to check that out.
If you haven't heard Chris Palmer sing, she's
Oh,
fire.
Jesus God. There.
Go
Oh,
do
Jesus God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
Palmer's, she's freaking fire. Krista Elaine is fire. We got so much fire in this town. It's crazy.
Yes, we do. So
So
now why
what's
don't you try your? You know what I'm gonna do?
you gonna smoke?
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna actually leave?
let Tyler be the
He's gonna be your
sit-in.
right.
You don't have to wear these if you want. There's just a little bit of ear sweat.
There's
on them.
no COVID
Not super
in your
bad.
Can you get COVID in your ears?
You don't have to wear them if you don't
I mean,
want
I had
to.
AIDS.
He's gonna
so
be
I got
the
over that,
guest,
so-
the guest host.
Doug Sim just signed on. Hi, Doug.
All right.
Hey, Doug.
I get to
So-
sit in your chair. You've already got it warm for me.
I know,
Warm
man,
and
I know.
cozy, and he's got butt sweat. There's butt sweat on his chair. So
I hate looking at myself. in camera.
There you go. You can change Chris Palmer to Tyler Weeks
oh shit. Okay.
guest host.
My bad.
There
I'm
you
gonna
got the
edit
right
that. I can edit that.
Whoa.
I can totally edit this. Okay, this is all on the fly, children. So bear with me. So we're gonna do some love/relationship advice, and we have
Oh.
Tyler Weeks,
Mm.
guest host, and we're gonna listen to the rain.
No, that's just Dan taking a piss.
That's just Dan. All right. So I made a call for love advice, relationship advice. Even I don't care if it's job advice, whatever. I like the door open. Dan, open the door.
Hey, don't you know it's a felony, Dan? For a grown man to hold a little kid's pecker?
Oh, That's
Felony.
funny. All right, so we only got a couple this time. I guess people don't need advice.
Maybe you shouldn't say their name on air like you did last time.
No shit, because the way they wrote it was he said his name and then he said P.S. Don't use my name. So these two actually said, do not use my name. So
Yeah. All right.
So you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
All right. So Dan's back here. That's not him peeing. That's the rain. Blame it on the rain. Anyway. Okay. So dear Unsung, I dated a guy for 2 years a while back, and we broke up nicely, and we remained friends. Now he's getting married, and he invited me to the wedding. I'm not sure that's okay, and I've never met his fiance. What do you think? That's kind of weird, but part of me is like 100% okay with that, but you've never met her, so he might need to talk to his fiance, don't you think? Don't you think? I need input.
I mean, I think it's a dick move to invite.
On his part?
Yeah, on his part, for sure.
Right.
Dick move.
So they
You think
did
it's a big move for him to invite the ex to the wedding?
And especially because she's never met the fiance.
Now, to be clear, I'm friends with a lot of ex-girlfriends, but I wouldn't invite any of them to my wedding, I don't think. I mean, that's,
Especially if they haven't met your fiance.
No, and I definitely dated girls that wouldn't be okay with another girl being there, for sure.
Right.
Which goes back to that jealousy thing, I think, from last week, right?
That's.
I mean, some people are. I'm not jealous at all, but I don't know. That was a dick move on his part.
And it's weird. It's like, what is the point of wanting your?
Especially that they've never met.
Right.
Like if maybe his fiance, maybe they've both become friends with this ex. Like it really is.
Totally.
It really is amicable.
Yeah.
And, hey, do you want to invite Jenny? Or when they do it together as a couple, they're both fine with it.
Right.
But if he's invited her and she still hasn't met his fiance, it seems
feels weird.
Why hasn't she met if you're such good friends? Good enough friends to invite to your wedding.
So it's interesting here. Chris Palmer says if they're friends, it should be fine. But Joy Young says, agree, no go to the wedding. And then Chris Palmer says again, because they're still friends. But if they're still friends and the fiance doesn't know who the hell she is, or if she knows she's a friend, but not that they dated for 2 years, I mean, it gets a little complicated, right? I mean, I'm not a jealous person.
No.
So I'd be like, oh, okay, invite her. I don't give a shit. But
I think it's only complicated that inviting her to the wedding suggests that they're still in contact and they're still friends.
Right.
Yep.
And if the fiance doesn't know about her, which that's not what she said. She just said she hasn't met her.
She says we remain friends, but I don't know how.
Well, her and the guy. Well, it's fine to be friends.
Yeah, totally.
But if the fiance still doesn't know after a couple of years that he's friends with his ex,
she might know who Jenny is, but not that they dated.
It just feels like he might not be saying everything or disclosing it. I don't know.
I agree, Chris. We need more information because it's like, for me, it feels like if they remain friends, but the new fiance doesn't know who she is, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
To invite her. I feel like that's weird. What does Chrissy say? If you haven't met before and don't know the vibe or the fiance would react, so I would try to meet before. Right, that's a good point. She's saying to try to. I'm gonna put that up there. She's saying try to meet before the wedding. If this guy wants this ex-girlfriend at the at the wedding so much, then maybe they should have lunch or something. I don't know. It's weird. That's a sticky situation because for me, it feels like
I don't know if it's that sticky. I'm kind of a little bit with Tyler. Like it's a little dicky.
It is a dick move.
And the reason why I think it's a dick move is
motive?
because if you have no business getting married to somebody,
look at what Stephanie said.
You haven't fully disclosed like people that you're friends with. I don't think there's anything wrong with being friends. What was her?
Who said that?
Stephanie said he's still trying to hit.
Oh, absolutely. And that's absolutely.
That's the assumption.
Because there's people that can't draw that line of like, okay, we broke up. But if you broke up with somebody, I mean, honestly, why would you want them at your wedding unless you had an ulterior motive? I think maybe secretly, he's trying to put it in the back pocket. maybe like a side piece kind of thing.
There might be that, yes.
I mean, I don't know.
Chris
but
has a point. You know, first of all, Chris said we need more information, which we do. But she says she only said that they hadn't met in person. Just says that we hadn't met, but they didn't know. She never said that they didn't know who each other were. So it's
Right,
very
because
there's
that's the
missing
thing.
information before you can give. Full
I think
on.
the bigger assumption that could not be good is I don't think you have any business getting married if you have friends, especially of the opposite sex, that your fiance doesn't know about.
Right.
Both ways,
Right.
guys and girls.
Okay, so
If a girl's getting ready to marry a guy, but she's still really good friends with this guy, but never told her future husband, that just seems weird. Even if they're not doing anything,
Right.
even if they're just friends.
But just like this guy's my friend, blah blah blah. You need to know who he is or her, whatever.
I mean,
yeah.
So
yeah.
let's crack into that though. Is it okay to have friends of the opposite sex that you previously dated?
Yes.
I think it's okay.
Yes.
I think it would. I think some of the contingencies would be, what was that relationship like? Some people date and totally break up amicably.
Yep.
Amicably. That's the worst. That's the hardest word to
It's
say.
the worst word. It's like utilities.
And like they actually are legitimately still friends and stuff. I think. What do you think? You're a hard no.
No, I'm not. I think it's totally okay. I think if you can draw that line, you know, we were a thing, we're not anymore. If you can draw that line, it's fine. But there again, and I'm not. This is not putting any females on blast. I'm just a general consensus with the girls that I've dated is that they are not okay with them with me having a female friend that I've dated before. I mean, that's from girls that I've dated. There's no way they'd want someone that I've dated around, hanging around as a friend, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. General consensus, that doesn't always work out.
I think generally speaking, you're
but
correct.
I mean, if somebody,
I think you're
if,
correct.
I think
It generally
general
doesn't
consensus.
go
but I mean, if you
super
can be
well.
mature enough and it's, you know, it's strictly a friend thing, that's fine. In this situation, to me, it seems like he's still trying to hit it. Maybe I don't know.
What's funny
You know
is
what I mean?
it comes from the friend,
Yeah.
not the fiance or the guy. It's interesting that it comes.
Yeah, there
that
you go.
she's actually the one saying.
That's another good point. The fact that she would write and even ask this
So
question.
I think she's innocent. I think there's
Yeah.
nothing going on with
Sure.
this girl and the guy.
Sure.
I think she's like, dude, he's my friend, but this feels weird. I think she's cool. I think the whole situation is cool. I think dude is just not handling it right
No.
away.
I don't know if everything's cool. I mean, if she's writing in like
She's
it
writing the
feels
Unsung
weird,
Dreamers.
if
It's
she's
like,
saying I feel weird, well, that's because we've asked people to write questions.
I
so
know,
that's
and
fine.
she withheld her name, so.
But
I'm
if
not-
she's saying it feels weird,
I bet
well,
her name's Karen.
it probably.
then
Well, I don't
something's-
think so. I don't think Karen would write into a podcast
No,
for
maybe not.
advice.
Okay.
But okay.
All right.
General consensus: you can still be friends and have boundaries. And yes, I agree. You can still be friends and have boundaries with your absolutely, absolutely. But this is just—it's a wedding. Like,
Yeah.
How
I mean,
close
that's-
of a friend is she that she needs to be at the wedding?
That's the most
Yeah.
important day of your life, right? So I don't know.
Right.
Just be careful.
Yeah.
You know, make sure. I don't know.
Totes. All
I
right.
don't know.
Next letter. Next letter. Yeah, Mama Fritz says you guys are no Dr. Phil. Frill? What the fuck? I know, Mama. I've had tequila, so I can't read. All
We're
right.
better than Dr. Phil. How about that?
I transcribed these like hours and hours and hours ago, so I don't know what they are either. I didn't show Dan; he has no idea, and of course Tyler doesn't know. So it's almost like Karnak. You remember
This is fun. I've never given love
This is
advice.
fun.
This is fun.
This is
yeah,
super fun. I like it, and we're getting
Yeah. people
on the. We need to know the fiance is aware of her. It shouldn't be an issue, but the fiance. Yes, I agree. I agree. It's like a whole
Is
weird.
that you
Like,
just mumbled in the
Christy Pressler. It's a comment. Everybody can read that too, but we need to know if the fiance is aware of her or not.
Yes.
Right. We don't know that.
I think
They
that's
said
the
they've
biggest
never
thing.
met, but there's not an awareness. So if it's like, hey, JoJo from work can I have her at the wedding? And I dated her for 2 years, but I've
We need
never
to know
met.
if the fiance is aware, and we need to know if the fiance is cool with it.
Right.
Because if she's cool with it and she's
Then-
aware, then
then
I
who
don't
are
think
we
there's
to
anything
even-
wrong with the ex-girlfriend
Totally.
coming to the wedding.
Right. So we don't care.
But it obviously would have to do with the fiance being aware
It goes back to we need more
and being
information.
cool with her.
100%.
Because
So
sometimes the new girl becomes friends with the old girl.
Totally, and it can.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah, I've seen it happen too.
It's possible. Not
Sometimes-
in Tyler's case.
Or sometimes the friend jumps in on wedding night with the bride and groom, and it's a whole big thing. That has happened too.
And we don't
That's
judge.
happened.
No, I
We
don't. No judgment at
This
all.
podcast does
Nope.
not judge.
You do you, man.
You do you as long as everybody's consenting,
That's right.
adults, and they're happy.
That's-
We don't judge. All right, letter number 2. You guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. Dear Unsung Dreamers, I've been seeing a lady 12 years older than me. I'm 32. So that makes her
44.
44. 44 and 32. We get along great and the sex is awesome, but there are some things she and I just don't see the same way. I really like her, but I'm not sure there's a lifelong connection here. You guys are so fun to watch. No name. Don't use my name. So, I've been seeing a lady 12 years older than me. I'm 32. You're getting another damn phone
Is
call.
that me?
Yeah.
That's you, man.
We get along great. The sex is awesome, but there are some things that she and I don't see the same way. I really like her. Here's the sentence that matters to me, but I'm not sure there's a lifelong connection here. If you're already not sure,
Well, yeah, and probably the disconnect is she has grandkids.
could be. Could be.
I mean, 44 is a pretty young grandma, but
But we
It's-
know
it's-
we know
man.
someone.
oh, I know
44
it's
has
doable.
6,
I
so
know it's doable.
easy. He's a good guy.
No wonder you're not seeing eye to eye.
Oh my.
Oh, Stephanie, this is great. I'm gonna put that up on the
So
screen.
I don't.
I'm putting that up on the screen.
So what was the question? That
There's not really
that
a
they don't
question.
agree. That they don't agree on stuff. If they should stay in it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Christy says, don't waste each other's time. Stephanie says she's in her sexual prime. Learn what she's teaching you, then get out. That's very, very interesting.
We'll leave it as the friends with benefits thing.
Right. It's like,
If it's great sex, well, nobody's saying you have to stop it.
and we don't know how she feels. We don't know
No.
if she's like in love with this guy or just kind of having some good fun too. We don't know. Mark LeBrock says it was probably Eddie Hines again. Your phone call. Sorry, it has nothing to do with the letter.
Oh yeah, it was not Eddie Hines that time.
It was not. But anyway, so that's the thing. If there's 12 years difference, if you're already feeling like, I don't know if it's a lifelong, you're 32 yourself, a guy 32.
I am 32.
Oh, are you really?
I am 32.
Did you write this letter?
No, I did
Okay.
not. Would I fucking tell you if I did? I said don't use my name
Oh,
for
I
God's
said
sake.
sorry.
It's my name.
Sorry.
That goes with blasting me out here on social media in my face.
No shit.
No, I did not write that.
So, yeah. So
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm with Tyler. Was there a question or was there something to say or what?
I think
I just don't think there's a lifelong.
connection
And then that
here.
was it.
And that's it. No question. So I'm guessing that this person was just like, what do you think?
What do you think?
I mean,
You
Well,
got
first
30
of all, I don't think there's anything wrong with a 32-year-old being with a 44-year-old.
No.
Meaning,
No.
I think it's very possible that a lifelong connection could happen.
Mhm.
If there's not a lifelong connection with this gal, it might not just be because she's 44.
I mean, it's not
It might be
19. It's
something
not
else.
1950. Back then, you actually had to like somebody to fuck them. Now, you know.
It's all about looks now.
That's right.
It's all about looks. No, I don't know if since there wasn't a question. I think my thought is, if you're already feeling like there's not a lifelong connection, just have fun for the time being. But my thought is, if this guy is watching, which I don't know, maybe a lot of people watch this after the fact, which is okay. But if this guy is watching, then my thought is, does she know how you feel? And does she feel the same way? So talk. I would say talk. And if you guys are just sport fucking for a while, then there's nothing wrong with that.
Why
Like, just enjoy that. And if one of you is in love and one of you isn't, then there's a problem there. But if it's just fun for now, and just go for it.
Well, that's a whole nother subject
I
to bring it
know.
up now. If she's like
If she's
crazy for you and
Right.
like, oh, this is it. I
bottom,
found my man.
bottom line, though, just remember to use a condom, or in Dan's case, a hefty bag.
That's right.
I mean, I agree with Tara though. I mean, have you talked
to the other party about it and said, hey, what's your feelings? I'm just curious. You know what I mean? Is this just like you said? Is it a sport fuck thing, or is it?
That's got to be made clear because it's not fair to either of them if they're not talking about that. And to me, it seems like 32 and 44.
It seems like the common denominator of all of our, which has only been a couple few, is just no one seems to be talking.
Right.
No one seems to be communicating, or at least they're not making that clear in their letters. Like, does the fiance know about the ex-girlfriend coming to the wedding? Does the old maid have any idea?
Maid? She's 44. God bless America.
Does the old maid have any idea?
You don't know if she's been married or not.
The old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be.
Does she know that you're like not feeling it, or is she like thinking she's on cloud nine? I mean, there's just so much like we're not getting details.
I know, it's weird. There's like little
communications.
I just guys keep thinking of Chris Palmer's talked about the pussy talk.
Yeah, you can't get over that.
In my opinion, there's two kinds of pussy in the world.
Yes.
There's a good old biggin and a big old goodin. And that's it. You just got two to choose.
There's two. Use that, Chris. You give Chris license to use that tonight on her podcast. Oh my God, that's freaking funny.
Oh, that's a good one.
So write in unsungdreamers@gmail.com or through the Facebook. I don't give a shit where you write it. It's cool. It's super fun. I posted that a minute ago. Sport fucking. I'm spitting my beer out. Stephanie says. It is what it is. So another little tiny tidbit before we get off this relationship stuff. I was listening to the Bob and Tom show, which I listen to every morning. I'm in love with those people. Sorry if you don't like them. That's fine. Don't give a shit. And they listed a top 10 things like you shouldn't eat on the first date. And I have so many opinions. I am like made of opinions when it comes to this when I heard this. So I'm going to list, I think there's 10. I don't know. Looks like 10. The top 10 things you shouldn't eat on a first date.
I had a really perverted joke there, but I won't say it.
Why not?
No, that's fine.
It's Unsung Dreamers.
I bet her was definitely not on the list.
Maybe.
Her.
Oh, I love it. Jared says same for dicks. That's funny.
All right, 10 things. Okay.
All right, 10 things.
Okay.
Spaghetti.
Why?
Because it's messy and you might get sauce on your face.
I mean, I think you have a good, from a guy standpoint, you have, you can kind of feel it out to see how skilled she is by watching her eat spaghetti. I mean, if they do the whole sucking the noodle thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like that's a test right there.
And for me, there's that, and it also goes with like if she doesn't give a shit if she's got spaghetti sauce on her face. That's awesome. But if the guy gives a shit that she has spaghetti sauce on her face, then fuck him. Like, you can't deal. You know what I mean? So it's like, I say eat spaghetti. And that's like a test, right? All right.
Sure.
Ribs and wings, same thought. It's messy. It's like hard if you're eating with your hands. Ribs and wings are you shouldn't eat those on your first date. I
mean, I disagree.
I do too.
I say get your hands in it like it's a sorority sister. I mean, you know what I mean?
Right.
Who cares?
I don't know.
Man, I should really stop drinking. I'm sorry that this is going the wrong direction. I apologize.
It's not going the wrong direction. It's going the wrong
It's great.
Sorry.
Oh, Christy says, fuck that. Just eat what you want. Just hold in the farts.
All right. That's a fair point.
Okay, I'll agree with that one.
Seriously. I agree because, okay. Next one is customized salads. And what they mean is like, I want a salad and I want this lettuce and I want that lettuce and I want walnuts and I want raspberries. And it's just because it makes you appear high maintenance.
Just rattle off the list.
All right. So that's that. Garlics and onion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Vegetables loaded with fiber. Farts. Processed meats could cause bloating. Obnoxiously obnoxiously expensive foods might make your person be uncomfortable. Corn on the cob. Sparkling drinks because you'll burp a lot, and cocktails. I'm like, what? You don't order cocktails at dinner? My thought is, I think the article was like 1 or 2 is fine to get you loosened
I
up.
can understand some of those
But don't
as
get
far
drunk.
as the bad breath, the bad breath, and the farts and the burps.
Yes.
But some of the ones that are just going to be messy, I'm just.
You gotta be you, man,
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
first
I
date.
mean, because if you're like trying to impress somebody, like by not being messy, and that's not really who you are in real life, then you're kind of putting off like a vibe of like, hey, here's not what I am.
Yep.
And
I mean,
so-
that's kind of like, not to rip off a famous comedian, but that's like the difference in that first date and like that 10th year of marriage. Because like that first date, you're like, if you have to go poop, like you're shutting the doors, you're turning the water on, like you're doing something, right?
yeah.
God forbid. That 10th year of marriage, though, you're like, you got the door open, you're like, bring the camera. You know what I mean?
right.
But you might as well not set that bar. Just be yourself at the beginning, and she knows what she's getting into,
Oh, 'cause
or
you
vice versa.
You can get in so much
I
trouble
think
setting a bar in the beginning.
Right. I think
Yeah.
the divorce
That'd be
rate would be so
totally
low.
different.
The divorce rate would be low if everyone was just exactly who they are on their first date. Eat those wings, eat that spaghetti, eat the bread, just fill up all you want to. Just eat everything.
And burp and fart.
And burp and fart. Like that's you. And this goes for the guy too. This seems very lady oriented. It's like, oh ladies, we don't want to do this, this, and this. To me, if you're a bread and pasta kind of gal, eat some bread and pasta. And if you don't like it, he can get the fuck out. So if he knows that that's what you like to eat, remember the old things like, I'll just have a salad.
Tara and I have already talked about guy and girl douches.
Yes.
Douchebags. We talk about them a lot. And this is kind of going down that road. The douche of both sexes are the person that will pretend to be something in the beginning just to kind of land that bird and then become something totally different 6 months to a year later. Can't tell you how many people I've talked to that's been like, he or she was great in the beginning. 6 months later, I didn't even recognize the motherfucker.
Yep.
That is one of the tell-tale qualities of someone who is a douche.
Yeah.
So, how did you two meet? I'm curious to know this. Did you meet through music, or was it?
A long time ago.
We met through music.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
I mean,
on to the next segment.
I met my last girlfriend through what website was it? Oh, Hog Hunter. That's what it was.
Oh my god, you're funny. You're so funny. Where's your golden tequila?
It's over here.
And I call it golden tequila because it's literally
golden.
It looks like it's
You
got
need some, babe?
it's got that color of pea, you know.
I know. It's like pale pea, which is healthy.
There
It's
you go.
nice. Looks like a nice, healthy urine sample.
I mean, that's healthy, right?
Das Boot.
Das Boot.
$35
And the Das Boots.
$35 at Macadoodles, by the
Oh
way.
no shit.
$35
Wow,
bucks.
So we're drinking good
$35
shit.
So
Man.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson said that when he released it, he wanted to make it a price. It was affordable for everybody. It's, I believe, $31 for the Blanco, $35 for the Reposado. So
Are you sponsored by Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
I wish. No.
What's his last
But
name?
I hope he sees this Johnson.
Maybe
Johnson.
you know,
Johnson. Dick Johnson.
There, Johnson. Okay.
what could be a hoot is if Jared Isaacs wants to join us.
Oh, we should have Jared.
Jared
By the
Isaacs
way,
is-
I will give-
What's Chris?
Can I plug something on your
Yes,
show?
please do.
Absolutely.
By the way, this tequila will be on a YouTube channel called Those Taste Bud Guys coming soon.
Oh, nice.
They're a couple of buddies of mine, and they have a YouTube channel, and they review beers, liquors, things like that. So we are going to do. They have a celebrity section coming up with like different celebrities that have liquors out. So they're going to be.
Oh,
we're going to
very
be. I've been on the show a couple times. That we're going to be reviewing this coming up. So
Reviewing celebrity liquors.
Those Taste Bud Guys on YouTube. Yeah, check it out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, check that out.
Those taste bud guys.
Yeah, do that.
Those
I like it.
taste bud guys. I'm
You,
gonna put
here,
dinner.
you can have your spot back because I have to go pee.
All right.
So do you have a? I'll just use your driveway. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. That's what we had to do a month ago.
Actually, right off the porch is fine. Now that the sun's gone down.
All right. Well, I don't want anybody to look. I don't want anybody to be jealous.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna put that up there. Just those Taste Bud Guys YouTube channel. Okay, Chris was saying something, but it was Chris stuff. What was she saying?
This is Krista. The dude changing on me. It's an interesting point. Throw that up.
I'm gonna put that up there. Yeah.
Talking about what we were just talking about.
Krista Lane.
This is Krista Lane talking through Chris Palmer's account.
It's like she's channeling through Chris.
The dude changing on me had happened a lot, but it came from a place of insecurity and wanting to be enough rather than to trap and control.
Totally. I can see that.
Deception, yes, but
they weren't trying to do it. Oh,
I can see that. I think that's a
valid.
similar point to the way females, at least some females that I've experienced being friends with, have kind of explained it to me with the way that they behaved in a relationship that ultimately ended up not good, but it wasn't deceptive and assholish. Right. It was like the appeasing and trying to make her man happy, like that backfired because it was like all she was doing was giving herself up to do everything she possibly could to make her partner happy, all the while kind of denying herself and making sure that whatever it was he enjoyed in life was what she supported. And on the long term, that ended up like really screwing the relationship over and definitely screwing her over. Because after years of that kind of living, she sort of lost herself, lost her identity, and just became a victim of control. But maybe she bred the controls. Do you know what I'm saying? Like she gave those controls over and over and over and over and over until it actually became kind of a controlling relationship. Mm-hmm. But maybe not necessarily because he was so controlling by nature. Maybe it was, but maybe it wasn't. But then she lost herself in the process.
Yes. Yes. And
so girls can do that too. And I understand what you're saying about guys that will, what did you say, change from a place of insecurity and wanting to be enough. There are guys that will want to be what it is you want them to be, but that's kind of fucked up because if they're adjusting and changing who they are as a person because they just want to be enough for you and they just want to be whatever it is they think you want, then they're still not being themselves. And so the end game is you don't know who the hell to be in love with. You have no idea. You don't know who the guy is anymore because is he actually him or is he just trying to be enough for you? And that becomes a terrible, terrible end result.
And you get a perfect storm when you have someone like that, which is called codependency. And you have a codependent who's just trying everything they can. And first of all, if you have that with someone who's normal, then it's just not going to work. But if you have a codependent who is changing themselves to try to be enough, and you couple that with a narcissist or someone who's a control freak, then you have a perfect storm for a shitstorm, and it could last years. It could last absolute years, and it's just.
I see it going both ways, though. Yep. Definitely for sure.
Yep.
Those Taste Bud Guys YouTube channel is coming soon, and Tyler just kind of told you a little bit about what they do over there, which sounds like it would be a hoot. It's going to be fun. And so when that starts hitting it, we will definitely be checking it out.
While we still have a few of you here, we got a few minutes. We're going to keep going for just a little bit. I just want to do some housekeeping stuff. If you want to support the show, please take care of us. If you want to, $1 a month, whatever you want, just go to patreon.com.
Do you have your list?
/Unsung Dreamers if you want to. Yes, I do.
Let's read some patrons. We've already got people that support our show, and it doesn't matter if you do it for as little as $1 a month or if you want to give more, or sometimes you can just commit to just giving X amount and spread it out over time. And once your X amount is done, it just stops.
And we also have a PayPal that you can just do a $5 one time, and unsungdreamers@gmail.com just go there and whatever.
Just think of it as like, you're paying to get in. So
it's a
we actually
charge.
are not forcing you to pay, but
if you want to.
If you have that kind of heart that's just like, hey man, they fucking entertain me every fucking week and this is kind of fun and I get a laugh out of it and I think it's worth a couple bucks. Well, 4 shows a month, even if we only charged you $1 to get into our show, that'd only be $4 a month. It's not that big a deal.
It's a bargain. We give you entertainment.
It's not that big a deal.
All right.
So pay me. No, I'm just joking about that. I'm just kidding.
You can do what the hell you want to. You can
do whatever you want.
But
do whatever you want.
Here's some people who have been awfully nice to us.
I don't really give a damn what you do. Why don't you get up at them woods and take them panties off?
What are you fucking talking about? What the hell is going on?
Why don't you get up in them woods and take them panties off?
You better get in there and get your britches off.
Are we all going sling blade on everybody? Oh shit!
Get up in them woods and take
Oh my god!
We don't need to fucking practice, Randy.
we don't even have a band, Randy.
Tell everyone
Jesus
out there
God.
who supports us and why they should feel horrible for not also supporting
Because
us.
you guys support us by watching, but these people support us by paying us some shit.
Yeah, watching doesn't do nothing. Just kidding.
Randy.
We love you, America. I love you,
It's
America.
Good. It's good. Barney Fritz, Kimberly Utter, Jason Holcomb, Dan Strickland, Michelle McBride I can't even say her name. I love her to death. Michelle McBride Huddleston, Tiffany Samples, Russ Weatherby, Jonna Voles, Angela Frizzell, Drew Phillips, and Bobby Hoskins.
Yes.
These
Thank
are all
you guys.
people who have actually given us money to do this right here. By the way, if you're a newcomer to this conglomerate of goodness, we also do interview episodes. We have 40 episodes with local musicians from Springfield, Missouri that we have done lengthy interviews on our podcast, Unsung Dreamers. So those of you watching live and you don't know what the hell we are all about, this little, where's it at? This little logo, I can't, but there, wait, there it is. Right. That
Right
little
there.
logo, it's so backwards. This little logo right here, Unsung Dreamers, the musical journeys of the not so rich and famous, is what we really are. This live chat thing is just kind of fun. So
It originally started, don't get him on yet.
I know.
It originally started because of the quarantine, obviously. And so we just had to kind of sit at home, the chatting. But 2 years ago, we started this more as an actual long form interview podcast. And we're still going to be doing that, whether we do some of them via this video, or when we're able to actually start having some guests over to the house and everybody's cool and everybody doesn't freak the fuck out about it. We're going to keep on interviewing local Springfield musicians. And with that in mind, with that said, we are getting ready to have another guest on right now that's already been on the Unsung Dreamers podcast.
A full-length interview episode.
Over 2-hour interview with
Long
this
ass.
guy, which I loved. It was one of my most favorite ones I did of the entire season 1.
Season 1, if you will. Right, whatever.
We're going to be on Netflix soon, everybody. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm speaking it into existence. We're going to be a Netflix show.
We're gonna.
And season 1, this guy coming up, getting ready to be a guest on our show right now, was a part of that.
It totally was.
He's always on our live feeds. He always busts my balls about everything, and I love it. Let's just get him on.
All right.
Are we going to get him on?
Here we go.
The one and only, the Jared Isaacs.
There he is. Oh, look at him all professional.
There
and
he is
shit.
right now. He's for reals.
How's it going, guys?
Mustache, man. What the hell?
This is what quarantining will do to a person.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the beard is gone.
The beard is gone. You got a porn mustache. Great.
He's got the Freddie Mercury mustache going.
Yeah, now if I can only get the money and the voice.
What is up?
How are you, Jared?
Oh, doing good. Just like everybody, sick and tired of being cooped up. So it's nice to have some human interaction for a change. That's great.
No shit.
Which, speaking of that sort of not really the human reaction, but just the cooped up part. You've been doing some live feeds as well, right? Have you got something scheduled, or are you just doing sporadic, or what?
Well, sporadic. Trying to get things organized, and it's like herding cats. Everybody's wanting to do something, and so everybody has the next great idea, and they run over here and start to do it, and it's like, well, I thought we were already doing our. And oh, okay. And then I readjust and move on, and try to get things reorganized. So some live streaming concerts in the works. 2 on the books already, and I may or may not have other ventures in video as well. So awesome, because just so our audience knows, if they haven't been introduced to you before, you are the very essence of Sunset Productions. I am the one-man band in Sunset Productions.
Band that does what? Sound, lights, production, all this.
Sound, lights, production, video now, multi-camera video shoots and whatnot. We've added that even right before the quarantine. That was something that I had been working on and whatnot for the last 6 months or so, and then all of a sudden it was like, well, let's go ahead and start getting the wheels going, and it's like, oh shit, we got to hurry up and do this now. Right,
and get it going fast.
Very fast, yeah, and then hurry up and compete with a whole bunch of new people.
right.
Competition.
Keep it strong, right? I love it, and it brings out the best in everybody. So
look what just happened.
I know y'all been doing some. Look at this wrestling, and y'all been moving me out.
He's all straight too. He's like straight.
Yeah, I smell what the Rock is cooking. It smells like good tequila, and I'm missing out.
Tara just said you're straight. Like, do you take offense to that?
What I meant was I can read your.
She meant you're straight.
Oh yeah, I'm straight. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Living life on the straight and narrow. That's about it.
She just meant your lettering's not backwards.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, she said you're straight.
Kara, my lettering is quite straight. Let me tell you. The author may not be, but the lettering is quite straight.
Holy shit. Okay, whatever's appropriate. I don't give a shit. Okay, that was fucking funny. I don't give a shit. You drinking anything?
Tequila, Jared.
I don't have anything. I had a bottle of water, and I'm out.
Listen, we're doing well. Tyler brought it to us. Tyler
Weeks brought it.
Hey, so. Tyler, if you're delivering
Tequila Jared,
I'm all for Tequila Jared. Everybody's aware who Tequila Jared is, and we need some more Tequila Jared in 2020.
This is in honor of you, sir.
Rock on. Thank you. Yeah, you were talking about it being a long podcast. I might have broken the record. Sorry about that. I hope you. It's a good thing you're digital and not analog, so you would have ran out of tape by the time that my podcast episode was over.
Yeah, you were okay. The edited version is over 2 hours, right?
Right.
Edited version.
That's about 66 hours of editing.
Something like that.
We had about 3.5 hours that night.
Yeah, it was a nice visit. But what I loved most about it, and
I still kept it, even though I edited it.
Yes,
I still have it.
We
still one of my favorites.
We still have the raw. What I love most about it is we didn't, we, especially Dan, didn't know you, and we got to know you. And by the end of the night, we were all fucking friends, and it was the best.
Right.
It was the best.
Right. And now we're, essentially on a phone call together, and several years ago, this would have never happened. So your openness, both of you guys, your openness to have me over there has spoken volumes to your character. And not only that, it's opened up a good friendship, and I appreciate that. So.
Yeah. Thanks. And the one thing that I really loved about that interview is when I found out that you think Heart sucks. I thought that was awesome that you
there
with me on thinking that Heart sucks and they're not.
I did, and we also agreed that Johnny Q. Public was a great band, so I thought that was a win-win.
We can. I'm just gonna use your mic because I'm putting
especially that one song that you guys did, "Crazy on You." That was great. For being a Christian band, you changed it to "Crazy on Jew." So.
Oh my God!
Oh, you're on a roll. You think you're on a roll now, don't you?
He's got this shit written down. You have it written down.
My notes are empty. I have no notes.
Pounded the waters.
I've got an empty bottle of water.
Pounded water and notes. He's got notes. He's got his notes. Oh
hey, are you wearing an All Elite Wrestling T-shirt right now?
Yeah, of course I am.
Yeah.
Why are you not?
Good for you, dude.
Why are you not? He says.
Dude, because I don't have one, man. Good for you, bro.
Shit.
Oh, Jared.
I trade you shirts, but I've already got a Johnny Cash shirt. It's just in the back of the closet. AEW is in the front.
There it is.
We won't talk about what else is in that closet.
Oh my God, you are on fire! You are on fire! Shit.
I know. I can't type this fast to be able to get in on the comments, so I'm glad you had me on.
What I love is this totally looks like it was planned, and it was not planned. Look at you with
It's
your
not.
headphones and your microphone.
Well, it's almost like I have my own podcast set up.
Oh, wait.
Interesting.
Oh, wait. This is where Eric win.
Oh, yeah. Gotta do the Eric win.
Oh, and by the way, Dan, I asked Dirk what he thought of my setup, and you know what his answer was?
What?
Exactly what we thought. For those of you listening,
I gotta tell you. So I may or may not have recorded you doing that because you said, "Okay, here it comes." And so I get the record going, and after the guy's episode ended, I called Anthony in the room. I'm like, "Check this out," and he's like, "Who's he doing, Dirk?"
Yes. So
It was
good.
great. It was great.
I'm still working on. I've got to do it with a white shirt. I didn't have a white button
Yeah,
down.
you gotta have a button up, and also your microphone.
It can't be big and black like this. I need to get some thin wire, and then I think I'm gonna have it because I've got Dirk's hairline like to a T. I
No,
mean,
you got Craig Traeger's hairline.
now I'm pretty much I'm right on point with the hairline. All I need's the smaller glasses and a white button up, and I'm gonna fucking
Right.
shit.
You also need to raise your microphone up to right here so you can do more like Dirk too.
Oh my God! I so hope to God that they're watching this. This is so
We
funny.
love it.
Get on Facebook. Come on now.
Abundantly clear.
We love
Dirk
we
is my
love
favorite.
Dirk. We've
Dirk
said it
is my
before.
favorite duty saint.
He's our favorite dirty saint. Totally.
He is the dirtiest saints.
He's the dirtiest of the dirty saints.
He's
Yes.
my favorite.
He's the best.
And Kittleman's my most unfavorite.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
Because you've never spoken a word to him?
I don't know. Him and I have a rub. I don't know what it is.
This is
No,
not-
you shouldn't. What I mean, here's the thing, and if my episode of your podcast did nothing else, it showed that people can get over whatever hurdles they've got, even if it's all in their head. If they're imagining, oh, he probably doesn't like me because of this shirt that I'm wearing, or because I confided in somebody and said I didn't care for what he did. Like that doesn't have to, put an X or an axe on a possible friendship or relationship with somebody. Hit up. I'm going to challenge you. Hit up Richard for some dad jokes. I know you guys have probably got a similar sense of humor and don't even know it.
See? Did you hear
Oh
what he
yeah,
said?
no, I'm sure. I'm sure. We had a moment at a baseball game one time randomly, and then
Did he take you out to the ball game?
huh?
Did he take you out to the ball game?
He didn't take me,
Rusted.
but I met him there.
Okay. So is this the Cap Gun ball game?
So maybe
Something like that. I don't know. Something like
Yeah.
this. So yeah. I mean,
I'm just playing anyway. I think the only reason I said that is because I know that Richard has got the sense of humor that can take that joke
Yeah.
if he were to.
Fair.
that's
Fair.
it.
Like I said, yeah, you guys, I could see you
There's
guys.
some guys in that band I could say I hate, and they wouldn't take the joke. They would be like, "What the fuck?"
Motherfucker. Mark the Brock says Scott Henry. Mark the Brock says Scott Henry is his favorite.
Scott Henry's a good motherfucker.
He's a crazy motherfucker.
I'll tell you a quick Scott Henry story. I'm not going to tell you the specifics of the story. I'm just going to say what the result was for me.
Okay, and I'm going to guess that I've heard this 36 and a half times. The half being seems too shit-faced to finish his own story.
Me?
No, Scott.
Well, all I was going to say is Scott Henry is the best to be around when he actually is getting pissed off about something.
Oh,
You know, Scott Henry's got a way of like making you think he's getting pissed, but then he kind of keeps
and then come up and rub, hug him, be like, I'm just kidding.
yeah, he keeps throwing in another joke, and then he starts backing into like he's pissed, but then he throws a joke and he's pissed and he throws a joke. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly.
Yeah.
But if you've ever had the chance to be with him when he actually is pissed and he is not joking, he is the funniest fucking mad guy you've ever seen in your life. Because even when he's mad,
he's like
he's not being comical.
He's a teddy bear,
but he just don't give a fuck. And I saw it one time at 320s. It was fucking great.
320 brings out the best and the worst of everybody.
Yes, it does.
Mostly the best. Before, that place was so great. I can't tell you how much I miss that place.
Oh, I know. The best and worst moments. It's like
I've had the best and the worst.
We should do that as a post. We should post.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The best and worst moments at 320s because we all have them.
Yep.
Best and worst.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember one time I decided to quit drinking, and I was like, I don't want to drink anymore. And I was like real serious.
He went 18 months, Jared.
I don't want. After this night I did, but when I went in that night, we had a show that night, and I'm just showing up kind of like at the sound check kind of time, and there was already people there.
Well, I mean, you're the lead singer.
Yeah, and I truly like made like I am not drinking anymore.
So you removed yourself from the situation to remove any tempt. Is that why you showed up last minute kind of thing? Is that what you mean? I'm being serious.
Yes.
Kind of, but so anyway, I go there and I'm kind of hanging out, at the bar, but just talking to the owners and managers because, details, shit, what times, this kind of stuff. I get like 4 drinks bought for me while I'm standing there. I was only standing there for like 5 minutes, and it's like clink, bartenders that were not aware of my commitment, my promise I made to myself. Bing, 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 4 of them. And I'm like, what is this? Like, well, that guy over there, this guy over there, that girl. I'm like, but now they're staring at me. Now they're sitting right across the bar staring
There's
at me.
expectation. Yep.
Okay. And I start killing like all 4 of these drinks. I got in one of the worst shapes ever that night after I had promised myself I wasn't going to drink again. But I did actually stop the next day and went 18 months without a drop. But the night before I did it, motherfuckers started buying me drinks. I was like, oh, man. And I said I wasn't going to drink. But they didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't give them much of a good.
How long of a time frame is that from when you were hanging from the rafters and got stuck up there and had to get the ladder from that story from a week or 2 ago?
I'm not 100% sure that I wasn't hanging from the rafters totally sober. I think I was totally sober.
It was sober.
That's fair.
That's a funny thing about the Chili Cook-Off is one of the last times I played there. The last time I played there.
I think it was the last time.
I actually was totally sober.
Was this the drum set incident?
The what?
The drum?
Yeah, the drum set incident. No.
Well, no. It was when I climbed up on stage left speaker stacks, and I laid on them while the band was playing the kind of like droney part of I think Heaven's Door. Heaven's Door.
Something like that.
That. Bonham, that little kind of when it goes down to like the instrumental. So I climbed on the speakers and I laid on my back and I laid my arm over the speakers and then just appeared to fall asleep. I just kind of put my mic on my chest and I just laid there for literally like 2 straight minutes. The longer I could lay there, the more attention it got. I knew it would get more attention if I laid there longer and longer and longer. And the band just had to keep playing. And they were like, what the fuck, bro? Are you going to come down? Are you going to join the band again? Or what's going on? But I knew that the tension would build if I would just stay up there and just stay laying down. There was posts on Facebook within 30 seconds like, look how drunk he is.
And I was there in the crowd, and I kept hearing it. I kept hearing, he's so fucking drunk, he fell asleep. He's passed out.
I was sober as a board.
Sober!
I gave the impression that I passed out because I wanted to lay up there so long that it was uncomfortable.
Yep.
And everyone finally was just like, nobody was looking at anything except me up on top of those speakers, because I'm a narcissistic, arrogant son of a bitch. And so I wanted everybody to look at me. And so I just laid there for so long that even the band was like, what the fuck? And everybody was like, what the fuck? And everyone was like, look how drunk he is. He fucking passed out. I was sober as a board. I hadn't had a drop of alcohol in 17 months before that.
Deb Shelton had provided NAs for him because she knew he wasn't drinking.
Oh, I was pounding down the NAs.
Pounding the NAs.
It was hilarious, man.
But she knew. But everybody else
Before
in the
I
crowd,
even got down from the speakers, there was already like 50 posts on Facebook like, sing if I'm a singer, so drunk.
Right. Well, that speaks volumes, respectfully, to the reputation that you had built. I mean, you were like the drunk party guy, you know?
Like,
if you would have been the new guy from out of town that started a band or whatever, nobody would know that. But because you spent, a decade in Machine Gun being the party guy, they associated that with you. So instead of you laying down and then thinking, oh, he's just chilling out or he's, trying to get people to look at him, they're like, oh, quickly associate that with he's shit-faced and he can't handle himself.
No, awesome. I mean, just to be clear, I didn't blame him. I didn't blame him for thinking I was hammered because I sort of was wanting it to go that route. You know what I mean? But it was also funny when I would get up on those speakers sober compared to when I was usually drunk. It was scary as shit, bro. I thought I was gonna die. I got up I was like, I'm so high in the air. I feel like I'm gonna fucking fall and die. I was so scared. I was really scared. And when I was drinking, I
didn't care.
Right.
I got up on him. I was shaking. Anyway. Funny drinking story. That's all I meant to say.
No, good
Sorry, I went on too long. Anyway.
You didn't go on too long. This is awesome. This is awesome.
I'm glad you joined us. I think we need to come close to ending the show.
I think we do. I think we do. It's close. It's close. Jared, thank you.
Close. Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
You got anything to promote?
You got something?
You got anything to promote? Anything you want to promote?
Let's see here. I've got the Gypsies are doing a live stream show from Southbound on the 16th that I'll be doing. And then the Dirty Saints, hopefully it's not 100% on the books, but the weekend after is when they're scheduled to be back at the Riff. We'll see how that goes and if that's still on or what the connotations may be at that point. So
right. Gotcha. All right. Sunset Productions. He's also a hell of a singer and performer. Just go check out anything that Jared does. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes. And thank you so much for kind of coming in every week and giving me particularly
some insight.
Shit. No, not some insight. He just gives me shit.
No, it's insight. It's very insightful.
Yes, it is insightful shit, is what it is.
It is. It totally is.
No, I'm happy to support. Hopefully, you guys will return the favor if the opportunity ever arises.
Absolutely will. So, like you said earlier, your live streams have been a little more sporadic, so we can't really tell people when you're going to be doing them.
Yeah, there's nothing scheduled yet.
Keeping an eye out for Jared Isaacs, and because he does some, your feeds have also been very entertaining. It's very cool. And we're glad you came in and said hi to us, Bud Rowe.
Absolutely. Buddy old pal.
Buddy old pal.
Hello, pal friend.
I love you and your Freddie Mercury mustache.
Yay, got the mustache. All right. Jared, thank you.
We'll see you guys.
Bye, bud.
See ya.
Oh my gosh. How fun. How fun is that? How super fun.
All right. Well, let's wrap this motherfucker up.
Wrap this motherfucker up. Mark Brock says we're awesome. Thank you, Mark.
Tyler Weeks came and kind of hang out and
fed
with us.
Tequila.
Fed us tequila.
Awesome.
And we'll probably have some more. And we are like, we're done, right?
You got anything else, dude? You didn't rant. You didn't rant like normal this week.
I didn't get much.
Your emotions, you're on.
Yeah, you didn't talk about how you hate being concert videos being sent to you on your phone.
Well, especially when they're vertical. You
know what I mean.
Children, once again,
yes,
take your videos
I know.
like this. Take your videos not like this.
I'm a new Patreon subscriber, by the way. If you haven't done it,
are you really?
I am. I just did.
Oh, love you, Tyler.
Tyler Weeks just became a patron.
I did. Go to their channel and subscribe. I mean, show these guys some love. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tyler. That's awesome. We're gonna keep going. We're actually gonna do this with or without quarantine,
right.
With or without
we're gonna keep
COVID-19 and all of this bullshit. We'll probably still also do interviews, We're going to do one with Tyler Weeks.
A full interview of his story.
We've already promised that, but we've already gotten some
His
bullet
story.
points. We've gotten some bullet points on his story, and it's going to be really fun. And we're going to still do that as an audio, possibly video interview. But anyway,
I'm gonna crush you.
tonight is just more like thanks for coming over and bringing us some drinks and hanging out. It's going to be fun. So what are you doing?
Look,
She's trying to do something to my
I'm gonna
face.
crush your head. Crush your head.
Don't drink and drive, kids.
Kids in the hall. Kids in the hall from years ago. Anyway, all right. Thank
So
you.
we will continue our interviews here coming soon, but I think even regardless of those interviews, we're going to keep you going on the Thursday night at 7 o'clock
Yes,
for our live stream. Sorry if this one wasn't that exciting. I think it was.
it was super exciting.
Kara said I didn't rant enough. You want me to go off on something?
Please do.
Give me something to go off on.
All right, send it to unsungdreamers@gmail.com.
No, give me something to go off on right now.
Can we talk about, because you know that people are going to bitch about having to pay a cover charge to watch live music after this show.
Oh,
Oh
there's
my
a
God.
cover
You
charge.
know what's
for
gonna
that.
You're going to get me going, aren't
Right.
you?
Well, go,
We're gonna
go for it.
Where's
got,
our time?
You got 3 minutes. Go.
What's
3
our
minutes.
time?
3 minutes. We are at 2 hours. We're at 2:06 right now.
Oh, I
You
better
got
save that rant.
We better
I don't
save
even
that
think I
rant.
should do 3 minutes.
We're gonna save that for next week. I'm just saying. So
I did rant about it last week,
You
though.
did,
Or the week
2 weeks
before.
whatever. But
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean,
okay.
Everybody knows I'm
we're
sick
at
of
2
people
hours.
bitching
We
about
are
the cover
good.
charge.
We are good.
All right. My lovely and beautiful wife, Tara, everybody likes to look at her, I guess.
I mean,
My ass.
I mean-
I'll tell you what, though, this has been the best show you got. Wait. I mean, the best show you guys have had.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The best show I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's right. Been the best show Unsung Dreamers have ever done.
And I'm Dan, and this is Tyler Weeks. And
Feeding
you
us
guys,
tequila.
if you don't know Tyler Weeks, you're going to.
You will.
And it's going to be awesome. So thank you guys for tuning in. Maybe stick around and keep your drinks flowing for the Chris Palmer Talking Mad Shit at 10 o'clock tonight with her special guest, Krista Elaine.
On her page, Chris Palmer.
I think we're all
think we're
good.
done. I think we're done.
Thanks to all of
I
our
love you
guests
so
who came
much.
on. Jared Isaacs, I mean, that was great. And, of course, who else came and talked to us?
Well, Jared.
I've already forgotten. I already said Jared Isaacs.
Yeah, I think we're good.
No, there was someone else.
Was there someone else?
Tyler, who else was with us tonight?
It was Chris Palmer, right? And
Oh, well,
Yes,
yeah.
Chris Palmer, yes!
Yeah, duh.
See, I knew it was something
Duh.
obvious. I just kind of
Something
forgot.
obvious.
Anyway,
We're
thank you
promoting
guys.
this
We're going to
shit.
see you next Thursday
Next
at 7
Thursday
o'clock
at 7
Central Time.
p.m. We will see
And
you.
love you.
Love you. We will see you next time. Bye, everybody. Love you, love you, love you.
Freeze.